Rind to gasm Nyman gasm civial plotting like old devil see calicoilude praise TTS.
Hello everyone. Hopefully, is my mic working? It is working. We are good. We are golden. We can. That's the only thing that needs to work today, and it seems to be working. Anyway, let me scroll all the way up. Hello Scales. Congrats on getting first today. Hello Foggy. Hello Shadow. Hello. Hello Lunar. Hello Corvin. Welcome. It's been a while. Hello Nitro. Also been a little bit. Hello Milas. And hello. I feel like I'm missing someone. And if I miss someone, I'm sorry. Muted. Muted. No, I see my mic moving. No, if you said I sounded like a chipmunk, I think it's there. Golden, hey, not golden cheese. We're not Hino. We're not Hino. We're not Hino. We don't need to summon the Hino here. And Milas, is DD2 out yet? Is Drone Defense 2 out? Is it out? Is it still? I thought it was still in testing. I haven't been I need to go. It's out. I see. I will not be going for that right now. Also, hi Dark. I think I forgot to say hi Dark. Civ, nope. but it's in my blood at this point. I need to go back. At least to see how it is. Hi Vex. What's going on, Vex? Welcome in, Vex. Well, these spikes are actual help. So Rocky can't balance. I still see what's going on, Vex. Vex, did you buy another really expensive card? Did you buy another $1,000 card? Are you getting shipped out earlier? What's happening? What am I supposed to be guessing? Have a new IKEA chair? Is it actually soft? Also, Dark is texting me and I don't like the one text I read off of Discord. It's hard. Medium means impossible. I'm so glad Rocky can't balance things still. But Vex, what am I supposed to be guessing? I also realized I took a sip of my drink like halfway through that sentence and my mouth went, ooh. And I'm like, oh, that looked weird. It's very dynamic. 1,000 views on a short. I need to go watch the chair short. I need to keep up. I need to be on YouTube more. I haven't been on YouTube for arguably way too long. Like, every single day. Oh, let me take this drink really quick. Sip, sip, and thank you. Every single day has literally been, okay, wake up. Depending on the time that I get out of bed, wake up, edit video, or wake up, script a video, and then, probably go help my parents, and then keep going, and then when I finally get home, play some League, and then go to Cookie Card Tournament, and then play some more League, and then if I'm still awake, start editing videos, and then go to bed. And normally by then it's like 3 a.m. And then wake up, rinse, and repeat, possibly in different orders. Sometimes, like today, Cookie Card was in the morning and not at the end. Much more money than you're expecting. How did you make money, Bex? You don't have a job. Sounds like a lot of stuff. I mean, the majority of it is not useful. Like, I really should not be playing League as much as I did. But more League? I think I need to play less League. I think League is really fun until it's not. And the fact that I can make people rage is great. Less Cookie. No, Foggy. No. Never less Cookie. Because I actually won a tournament today. For the very first season I started playing, which was like October to December of last year, I sucked, but I didn't expect to win. I was just there to have fun. Second season, January through like March, I did really well. Like, really well, because I had a good deck, and I think I finished number 22 in North America, and that was fun. And then last season, which ended at the beginning of July, I also did really well. I ended number 8 in North America. And that's also why I went to like nationals and stuff. And then this season it's been a little rough because my main deck I've been playing for the last 2 seasons got like hugely power crept, and that sucked. But this time I finally have my deck and I'm learning how to use it, and it's good. Do Cookie Card tournaments have cookies as refreshments? Actually, some days, some people do bring cookies as refreshments, and it's fun. I only catch the stream for a while. It's 5 a.m. Okay, Nitro, please tell me you woke up after taking a nice long sleep and that you haven't just been up all night. If you've just been up all night... 2.0 is just Cookie? I mean, it could be. I could make it just Cookie. You're giving me ideas now. It's only 2 p.m. Hey, OG, also welcome in. That's perfectly normal time. Oh wait, we're on the same time zone. I look up like, it's 2 p.m. It is 2 p.m. I see. Civathon inflation? We don't need to talk about the Civathon inflation. You know why? Because the thing is, yes, there's inflation for raising the timer. However, the timer is double what it started as last time. Or more? It might be more. I think we started at 8 hours last time. And this time we're starting at 48. So it balances out. Trust me, it balances out. Let's look up inflation. I'm sorry. I see. Any team fight, did you notice you only targeted him and not... Yeah, wait, what? Okay, you guys are just arguing about League now. Speaking of League, Foggy, you joined me last night, and Lunar joined me too. And I literally asked Lunar, because I was gonna play Soulbot, which I think, Takara would have been perfectly fine with. Nuh-uh. I then asked... I asked Lunar, and Lunar's like, I can deal with Setbot. Go Setbot, punch him hard. And I'm like, great. And then I get yelled at for playing Setbot by the people that weren't even invited to join. It was fun. I had fun last night. You didn't have fun, Foggy. So much so that you didn't come to our lane. Walked away from the main objectives, died to enemy. The only reason, okay, if you're talking about that one Baron, the only reason I walked up there is because I knew people were up there, and I would have been fine. I would have killed everyone that was up there if it wasn't for the freaking Nunu ult in a bush. Anyway, enough League talk for today. Didn't know Civathon was pet friendly. I mean, how would it not be pet friendly? I mean, it could be pet friendly. I mean, are you talking about the little teaser? I mean, yeah, it's pet friendly. It is pet friendly, and I promise I'm not the pet in that specific situation. Also, let me take a drink really quick. It's the only issue. No comment. Keep you alive long enough? Yeah. Except you never keep us alive when we need you to keep us alive, so I think it's fair. Dragons having dragons as a pet is an interesting dilemma. Yeah, they're different. They're different. They're different. They're different. You sold your cards, made 1K just in time. Vex. But they were the cards you don't care about, right? They weren't your special binder of cards. Like, they were cards you didn't care about, right? 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 And, like, yes, it's in time for the Civathon, but you're gonna, like, save your money, right? Like, you know, maybe buy cards you actually care about. Also, Dark. Holy voice crack. Do you alone actual matchup? Yeah, blah, blah. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Foggy, blah, blah, blah. I don't even know. Civial 2.0 still be called Civial? 100%. No rebrand going on here. That's the reason. So, if you guys look at the really poorly drawn little, like, teaser image I put next to the goals and such, that is pretty much as close, like, it is very close to what you can expect from the 2.0. The color scheme is basically the same, I will give you that. The overall theme is honestly pretty similar. I think the design is just a really big upgrade. For a deck you ran for 2 years? Why would you sell them? I guess in case you think the military's gonna, like, kick you out and then, yeah, I could see. Or, like, you get out and then they're not meta anymore. And then if you still want to play afterwards, then you have to get new meta anyway. Seems exactly the same, the color picked. Well, the colors are themselves. The colors themselves, specifically for one important thing, are slightly different, at least. Also, Jovi, welcome in, welcome in. It looks like you're taking the ponytail dragon mantle. I know. I wasn't gonna, but the thing is too, the reason why I have the goals as so much too for the 2.0 is because with the 2.0 I don't want to have any regrets. So I want the model to be an upgrade both in art and in rigging. Plus, I don't want to ever miss what I have going on right here, right now. So my goal is to obviously have the whole new ponytail and clothing and everything else that the 2.0 has, but also pay to have a toggle where at any point we can mix and match switch. Like, let's say I still want my long hair, I have a toggle where I can just switch back to my long hair, or a toggle where I can switch back to the original outfit. That is what I want. That's part of the reason why the goal is so expensive for the 2.0. Because I'm gonna be honest, and I kind of alluded to it, I don't know if I said it really clearly in the announcement post. So my plan is to split the Civathon into multiple different events until we can fund the entire thing. So this Civathon, the main goal, only stretches as far as I think the art is gonna cost. And then rigging is gonna be separate. The type of toggles you see with a lot of other streamers? Yeah, and obviously you guys will be able to control them. So, like, it won't necessarily I might have a stream where it's just, hey, look at the new model, we're not gonna switch. And no, I am not a furry. But, and then after that stream, if someone wants to redeem it so that there's a ponytail instead of long hair, then, you know, exactly the same as the redeems go now, except they'll actually be built in and they won't break when you do multiple at one time. Do you have a tail? I might have a tail, but that does not make that. That's another thing. Originally, this model was supposed to have a dragon tail, and that got scrapped due to budget reasons. So that's a thing that's also planned to be on the 2.0, which will also make it cost more. So there's a lot of things. We went through a lot of artists. It's there. It did. It originally did. And then it got scrapped really early on in development, which is also why I wanted one in the 2.0. Hard time keeping up. Okay, so do we need to go through the portfolio again? Actually, it's not even in the original portfolio, is it? Oh, wait, I can't even see my... Oh, God. Oh, God. OBS, come back. Come back. Open. There we go. Okay. Let me see, because I have a lot of the images. Like, most of them are here. Oh my God. Okay, I need to delete some stuff really quick because this is not good. Not good, not good at all. Trash that. That trash. If I trash that, how much does this clear? Trash. Sorry, my desktop's getting to the point where I have so little storage on my C drive that everything is not showing its pictures. So, gonna get rid of those. And then also trash those. And then boom, and then boom. Okay. Gonna go. Music that played on your live streams? You did? Anyway, is it actually still playing? It is still playing. I always forget that I have it playing on the things because I don't have it so I can hear it myself because I'll distract myself with the sound of it. Messy desktop. I do have a messy desktop. However, it's all very organized in my eyes. The problem is I can't see it because like a lot of my stuff is full screen locked that works for stream on my main monitor, which obviously covers that desktop. So I need to go to the desktop. And then okay. Sapphire stuff, cards, cookie musics, keep scrolling, keep scrolling. Is it under civil images? Oh, I don't have all of them under here. So, okay. I have some. I have the main image. This is the thing I sent to my poor artist that had to interpret this. I'm just gonna block my face really quick. This was my really bad thing that I sent over, and I'm like, hey, please make this work. This was drawn by my good friend Toki. It doesn't actually show, like, the tail was scrapped long before this. So, this is what I was this is what it was. So yeah, that was the main thing. But it was my poor, like, hey, look at this. This is the general idea. Change whatever you need. This is what I'm going for. But I have images and I have them actually in a folder next to me, but I can't upload them very easily. I could try actually. We have time. See if I have an image. Change things. Every single iteration of this art, the booba got bigger and bigger. It just kept happening. Related to this? Yeah, I'm not gonna go into what the 2.0 does. Like, everything I'm gonna mention that has to do with 2.0 is stuff that can either be seen with the thing, or like I won't mention anymore. I won't mention anymore. I'm being loose with it because it's not a rebrand and it's not crazy different. I personally, I think I like the 2.0 design a lot more though. That's all I'll say. Yeah. I will keep it a surprise. I think there's only 3 or 4 people within this community that have seen the 2.0 already. And yeah, it's very faithful. Obviously, the artist is in this chat that helped, you know, both storyboard or both throw things at the wall and also draw the final concept render. And yeah. And then there's one other person because yeah. What was I said over here? Yes. Well, 100%. Okay, sorry. Let me see, actually. I need to find... So I was mentioning that folder. This was made by Togi, and he handed me all of the papers once they were, Yeah, that's... you know? That specific one definitely shows a lot of booba. Thank you. The very last one. I don't think I've ever shown this one. This was the very last drawing I received. I need to block out because for some reason my actual name is on it. Let's just take that picture so it's not in frame. So I never showed this piece but this was the last final thing I was ever given. The tail has changed in my mind a lot. Like, this was just Togi spitballing at the wall with, you know, things. But this one was never made it to the artist, so I think even even with Togi's art, it just progressively got more and more open. So there's a lot of things here. Like, I was not a huge fan of the legging boots and such that Togi had designed. I didn't think it really fit, like, as this item. I didn't think it fit too well. But this is there. It also kind of has, like, munchkin legs. But I love Togi. Togi's fantastic. And we show this picture that has never been seen before. My name is successfully cropped out. And we go. How it is. This is, oh, where'd it go? And boom. This was the last drawing I ever got at Togi. I never sent this to the artist. As you can see, the booba got very much bigger. Yeah, if this was sent to the artist, this one never made it to the artist. Yeah, I've showed you the ones the artist saw. The artist never saw this one. Tail indeed. The tail is very much different now, because this was never what I necessarily had intended for the tail. I personally like what I designed, like what I envisioned for the tail more than new one, but the only perk is to have a male VTuber that they always yeah. I mean, in theory, you could not be flat, but yeah. Another waistcloth. Yeah, I think. Wait, waistcloth. You mean the part that's already there? Because, like, the only part that, apart from the booba, really the only piece that isn't the same for the most part is the leggings. Like, I obviously didn't go with super armored legs, but, like, the waistcloth thingy is practically the same. It's definitely more forgiving. It's thicker than the other one is, but it is, you know, it's there. It's pretty much the same. Wrong streamer altogether right now. Good job, Foggy. Good job, Foggy. Oh, went in the wrong corner. But good job, Foggy. You do good. You do well. You do magical. Did I miss anything while I was trying to search for that? I do not think I did. So we're good. I also think that the high of winning one of those tournaments is, you know, it's wearing down. So I'm gonna make the executive decision to put a piece of caffeine gum in my mouth. So if you see my mouth going num 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 num, that's a piece of really freaking hard gum in my mouth. God damn, why is this? None of the other ones have been this hard. Need more? I do. I'm actually almost out. I've been eating it when I really shouldn't have. Like, I've been eating it at 11 o'clock at night, which probably is probably why I'm staying up till 1. Being the first to reach 1 million key burgers. I'm not grinding again. I have passed my mantle. I have passed my drone defense key bug grinding. I am sure. I have passed it on. I do not have the time. Back when I was grinding in drone defense, I was literally spending 10 to 12 hours a day grinding key bugs. And then I probably would have kept doing it if, you know, if I wasn't lied to about how many candy canes a certain person that starts with P and ends with G had. But no, I have passed my mantle. I've spent too long. No, it's less grinding now, right? Can't do it. I don't have the time. I don't have the time. Anyway, why else did you do all that time? Live happy, boring? Hey, I have really great things. You know, drone defense got me back into Cookie Run. And you know, I haven't gotten out of Cookie Run since they got me into it. I have been playing daily since January of last year. Whenever they got me into Cookie Run and made me join their guild and everything of the sort, I have been playing Cookie Run daily. It used to be 8 hours daily, now it's about like 2 hours daily. And then No! Okay. The problem. Scales, let me explain. So, drone defense. Roblox Murder Drones Tower Defense game. Love the game. Rocky is amazing. Everything, like, I had a ton of fun in that community. Their Minecraft event was fantastic. Anyway, I met a lot of really amazing people. I played that game way too much. I was trying to be number 1 on the leaderboard and only was there for like a month, if that, 2 weeks. And I spent countless hours grinding. And then in January, so I was probably playing that game for about a year to 8 months, somewhere in that range. I went through and I was shown a picture of Shadow Milk Cookie, and people that I was really close to at the time started talking. Hey, Cookie Run this, Cookie Run that. I'm like, hey, I played Cookie Run way back when, and every few updates in between. I know this game. Are we in the same server? Oh, yes, we are. Let me join your guild. And then there was one player who actually had played the game, and I got hyper competitive. I'm like, I want to be better than this player. So I don't actually remember who it was at the time, but I went through and I did everything I could, and I became better than that player. And then slowly, after about 2 months, they started dropping off. The Christmas event in DD ended, and I was no longer number 1 on the leaderboard, so I lost all attachment and hope, and I was kind of bummed about that. So I kept playing Cookie Run every single day, and I started to fall in love with the characters, and Black Sapphire came out in February. Black Sapphire came out in February. I saw the teasers back in January, and that's why I really got invested. And then February, he came out. And then, you know, he came out. And that was it. It was over. It was over from there. I was in. And then I kept playing. And then I kept playing. And then July rolled around, and I found out about Cookie Run card game. And then I started playing that in October, because Black Sapphire card, that would come out in January. And then I really invested because of Black Sapphire card. And then I got into a deck that doesn't even run that card. And then I got really good at the game. And then I got invested in that game. And then eventually I flew out to Texas for that game. So, you know, it all spirals. It's really cool, but I would say a lot of people, I would agree. Black Sapphire doesn't have the best personality. I get when people would like other cookies more, but he's great, and I wouldn't change a thing about him. Fix Black Sapphire made those two. No! And the crippling debt. I am not thankfully in debt. I spent way too much on cards. Also, guys, hey, did you know we have more card opening in November? We have another set coming out in November. Or is it October? Wait. When is this set? I need this set. Different from other set. Why am I getting 3? Oh, it's probably because it came out. I'm like, why do I have 3 pings in that server? Okay, anyway. Whatever. I'm having fun. Hi, Finn, welcome in. We're going down memory lane at the moment, aka Cookie Run. I need to figure out really quick. Cookie Run Braveverse NA release schedule. Okay, here it is. Champion Cup Season 4 Regional. Base set 12. October! Holy crap. Okay. I'll explain why they're teasing it now. So, Cookie Run opening October because I really need cards from that set. Do not know what to do right now. The answer is play tic-tac-toe. Play tic-tac-toe. Tic-tac-toe is always the answer. I love tic-tac-toe. I haven't played tic-tac-toe since Scales, and I played tic-tac-toe, but tic-tac-toe. Tic-tac-toe. I can't help you play tic-tac-toe because I don't have those assets on me. What do you can play tic-tac-toe with yourself. You just need a pencil and a paper. Or it's 4 things, and, you know. Foggy, what even is that? Someday until you win. I remember you winning, Scales. You won when we were against each other, didn't we? Didn't you? You won at least one. After you looked up how to play tic-tac-toe. 9-man Morris. What is 9-man Morris? I've never heard of this in my life. Ancient strategy board game for 2 players. The goal is to form lines of 3 pieces called mills to capture opponent pieces when winning. The other player is reduced to 2. What the hell? This does not look easier. It's also ancient, which, Foggy, that makes you ancient if you think that's, like, you know. It's called Granny's game. It says about you. Hey, no, we're not flipping this on me. I was saying that Foggy was old. You're trying to call me old. Nuh-uh. It's not how this works. Also, welcome in, Dino. Nuh-uh. Has 401 points. Congratulations. I bet you lost them last time you were here, Finn. Is everyone here old? We're not old. We're not old. We're all young. We're all just, you know, we're here. Except Foggy. Foggy's a dinosaur. But that's it. Everyone else here is young. The Lunar's young, the Finn is young, the Nitro's young, Dino, you're young, everyone's young. And I'm young. And Foggy's not young. Foggy's the old man of the group. No, Foggy speaks lies because he's too old to know any better. Foggy's the old. Nope, Nitro, Foggy's the only old one. Foggy's older than me, therefore Foggy's the oldest person here. Points for the old man? Nah. Don't give to the poor, or don't give to the old, give to the poor, which is me. I'm poor, because I've spent a lot of money when I shouldn't have. Although, I don't know where I'm going with that, but, poor, please, nuh-uh, don't give points, See, Foggy's not poor. Foggy's only, oh, Shadow's number 5. Foggy's not poor. Hair is gray, is beige. Actually, my hair is a shade of pink. Just so you know, it's pink. And you gotta believe that it's pink. It's story time, but I got a story for Well Foggy, because you're not gonna get it. I'm not gonna get it. I am the storyteller, I'm not the story receiver. Therefore, I don't know what anything is. A very grayish pink. It is a very grayish pink, but it is a shade of pink. If you color match it against a white background, especially the lighter bits of my hair, it's pink. Yeah. I don't know how many of you guys would believe me or test that yourself, but I promise you, it's pink. It has 2 points. Gamble all! Gamble all, Finn! All you can do now is gamble all! Gamble it all! Gamble everything! Gamble your 2 points! Gamble all. Gamble all. See? That's why you gamble all. That's why you do it. Let's test it. It's red. Pink, red, same difference. See, it's not gray. It's not gray. It's, yeah. Makes sense. Red, pink, pink, red, same difference. Damn. You know what? But I'm gonna butcher your name. 10, welcome in. I was gonna try and say your full name. I'm pretty sure I butchered it the last time we came in too. But welcome in. Here, I can... here, I'll join you guys in the gambling. Gamble. I have points. I'm sure last time I did this, I gambled all. Here, we'll... gamble all. And that's why you gamble all, people. Only when it doesn't affect you financially, you know? Did you ever send a screenshot of how long you spent on the 2.0? No, you did not send the screenshot of how long you spent on the 2.0 art. How long did you spend on the 2.0 art? I feel like someone's gonna gamble big and lose. Oh, 100% someone's gonna gamble big and lose. How does gambling work? Exclamation mark, gamble, base, either how much you want to gamble or the percentage of what you have that you want to gamble. The points mean absolutely nothing. It's bragging rights at this point if you have a lot of points. And losing doesn't belong in the same place. That's true. If you gamble and lose, That's called a skill issue. So you don't say that you lost. You say, I have a skill issue. That's what you do. But I don't because I won. That means I have skill. Gambling's totally all skill. Have a pre-order bonus? I mean, that's what the Civathon's for, right? There is, I will say, like, I was yelled at for what I made the Civathon goals. They did, at least one person didn't like my second individual incentive goal. It's there because I found it funny. But technically, there is a pre-order bonus if you buy the Ultimate Edition. You get a role in the Discord server and a sticky note for the duration of the stream on my current 1.0 avatar. But that's about it. My god, it's already been almost a year, Finn? Where is the time gone? Where is the time gone? Oh my god. I still remember when you first came in and started casting spells. Holy. I feel old now. I'm not old. Holy god. Okay. Time goes to get the milk. Apparently. Yeah, it never comes back. That's a little... I wish it would come back. Also, welcome in Sky. Wait, is there followage? Do I have followage for myself? Can I do this? I'm not following. Okay, that makes sense. Can I follow myself? Can you follow yourself on Twitch? Is this the thing? Can I? Oh, Twitch. Oh, I accidentally just opened my profile picture up as a separate image. I don't think I can. Wait, can I? Wait. Boom? Open. And then boom. My channel. Holy crap, that just jump scared me. And I hear myself. Ew. Oh, I can't follow myself. Boo! I want to be able to follow myself. Oh well. Time is more of a perspective. It's been 2 years since you signed the paper. Been that long? Where has the frickin' time gone? Dear God! I missed the adoption anniversary. Twice. How can I make it up? How can I make up the 2-year adoption anniversary? Cookies have stolen my time away from me. Timekeeper Cookie, give it back. Please. Please give me my time back. This sucks. Hi, Nitro. Hi. What do you mean, nuh-uh? What do you mean, nuh-uh? What do you think I feel? Well, you already are old, so you probably just feel old foggy, but, invent time travel. Oh my god, I want my time back. I want my time back now, please. Also, I was saying it. I still have this gum in my mouth. I almost just choked on the gum. I was also just sent... I think this could be a good teaser. Is that hours or minutes? Lunar, is that hours or minutes? I was sent this wonderful... This is how long? I hope it's not in days. Yes, hopefully it's not. That's a lot of hours. Here, everybody, you guys can guess. This is the time that the 2.0 model was spent being worked on. What? Here, we can put on my forehead. This is the time the 2.0 model was spent being worked on. And that is however you believe that should be interpreted. It's in days. Perfect timing. It really is. You gave me the perfect place to put it. Thank you, Finn. And, it's a perfect little washboard. And what hours? I mean, I would not be surprised if it was 30 hours and 56 minutes. I'd be very impressed if it was only 30 minutes and 56 seconds. But I don't know what application. Was this done on... Wait. Is this done on Magma? I don't think this was done on Magma, right? Open up Magma. Can I actually find... I don't know, recent. No, it was at least not where I can see it. Huh. Missed her first wedding anniversary to the fish. That wedding was in an alternate universe. We don't celebrate alternate universe weddings. Also, I kind of died in that universe, so we really don't need to celebrate it. That universe got deleted the second I was no longer within it, so we don't need to talk about it. Or is it taller than before? Is what taller than before? Am I taller? Did I grow my 2 inches? Am I finally 6 feet tall? Is that what we're learning here? Is that what's happening? Guys, am I 6 feet tall? Or do you mean you probably mean the forehead. That's the same height. That's the same height. Forehead grew 2 inches. You know what? That would put me at 6 feet tall. Therefore, I will take that 2 inches. I will take that 2 inches. That 2 inches makes me happy. This the time is time lapse. Were you drawing in minutes? There's 1 minute to 1 hour ratio as far as wait, what? So technically for IBIS, this is the time of the time lapse. Drawings in minutes. It's 1 minute to an hour ratio. You spent 31 hours. Lunar, you better give me a fair price for yourself. Give me a fair price for yourself. Just check the dates, and it was November 24th of 24. Only missed one. Okay. That makes me feel a little less old and a little less worse about it. There was a lot going on in November. That's when I was really getting into cookie cards. Your deadbeat parent was off playing card games instead of remembering the anniversary, you know? Yeah, no, I'm not 2'9". I am not 2'9". I'm 5'10", and that's where it is. And I'm having fun. You gotta. I'm not letting you do it for free. But do go over there. All right. No one saw that. I see it. I can see what you tried to hide. I can see what you tried to hide, Foggy. I have powers. Guys, Foggy's trying to spread the narrative. He's trying to frame the media. This is not okay. This is not okay. We all need to boycott Foggy without getting rid of his perms, because I'm bad at everything. But we need to boycott the Fog. Boycott the Fog. He's controlling the media. He is becoming the menace that society hates. Okay? We need to fix this. We need to fix this. It's still an inch short, but we need to fix this. Boycott Foggy. How does one boycott a person? This is, in other words, we, edited screenshot. Hey, I'm not spreading the media. I'm not. It's not what we're talking about here. What we're talking about is that Foggy is the problem. Foggy's the one trying to hide everything. Foggy's the one having issues. And if Foggy causes issues, then we cause issues for the Foggy. And that's what needs to happen. Like playing set bot lane with what would be a really bad support with that bot? What would be a really bad support with that bot? Set bot lane with a Shyvana support, so he can't actually play the jungle that he wants to. And then that's that's what we need. What's it like being tall? It's pretty nice, actually. Although, I'll be honest, sometimes when I'm tall, like, it always feels great when you're walking down in, like, crowded areas and there's people that, like, barely come up to, like, halfway up your chest. Or, like they come up to, like, your stomach. And you're like, oh my god, they're short. I feel validated. And then you get in the elevator with people who are freaking, like, 6'7", and you're looking up and you're like, I no longer feel tall. God damn it! That's not what I meant! That's not what I meant! That's literally not what I meant! That's not what I meant, damn it! I was recalling a real situation where I was in the elevator! I was in the elevator and that was... I asked them how tall they were, and that was the answer. It was... May, I'm not short. I'm not short, May. Manga readers on season 32. I will get an Overwatch arc. I had my Overwatch arc back in middle school. I don't need to get back into Overwatch. I think you saw the you know, the like forgotten edition of the manga at this point. I used to play Overwatch 1 quite a bit actually. You know, don't you dare post that clip. Don't you dare post that clip, Scales. We don't need that clip. We don't need the special number. It was an accident. It was an accident, I swear. Thank you. God damn it. God damn it! Prove you're tall. Hit your head on the doorframe because you forgot to duck. I'm not that tall. I'm slightly above average American height. Although I do hit my head on like awnings and signs outside. I do not hit my head on most door frames unless the door is really dumb. So I can't, if I jump, I can hit, well, I don't even need to jump. Wait, let me, really quick, let me stand next to my door frame. Let me see how close. No. We have really tall door frames in this house because my dad is tall. Like, my dad is like 6'5", I think. I think my dad's 6'5", and he can walk under the door frames without an issue. We have, that's not a good judge of door frames for me. But yeah, that's that. So I can't, if I jumped, I could hit my head on the door frame. If I stuck my arm up, 100%, like it's smack, like my elbow. Tall Sib mom. Sib mom's the reason I'm short. My mom claims to be 5'6". My mom is actually at least 5'8". I only say that because my entire life, I grew up trying to at least be taller than my mom. And when I went to PE one day in middle school, I think, and was measured at 5'7", trying to make sure I'm not saying any bad numbers again. I was measured at 5'7", and I went up to my mom, and I'm like, hey, I should finally be taller than you. Then I stand up straight, I go against her, we measure each other, she's still taller than me, and I'm like, you're 5'6", right? She's like, oh, haha, maybe I grew. No, she's freaking 5'8". She says she's 5'6". She's 5'8". So she's 5'8". My dad is 6'5". I was supposed to be 6 feet tall. I maxed out at 5'10". It sucks. But that's why you just wear like, and one day I just need to wear like platform heels or something. And then I'll be tall. I feel so tall when I'm in Jay's costume because Jay has heeled platform boots. And the boots themselves give me 2 inches. And then there's also the heel. Oh, I love Jay's costume. I love Jay's costume so much. It's so freaking amazing. That's true. Thankfully, here in America, I have yet to come across a ride that had a maximum height limit. There's definitely some rides that are unfortunate. Like when I try and whenever I watch my dad get onto some rides, like even at Disneyland, like he has issues getting on to the Matterhorn if he's not in one of the front cars because there's less legroom. Like he still fits, and he's like not a big, like he's not big. He's like he's tall. That's like tall in like what you would think of like muscle big, not that big. And he can fit in the car, but it's unfortunate. rides up 195 centimeter. 195 centimeter in feet. 6'4"? Oh, guess I shouldn't take my dad to the UK. Wow, I didn't know that was a thing. It'd be funny. You know, clipboards are a lot less scary now that I'm out of college. Granted, they still show up at frickin' Walmart, but I don't need to deal with them every day. I mean, it's getting to the point where soon I'd be back in college if college I was still in. But, oh, I feel so great not to have to run literally a mile around campus to get away from clipboards and have them still magically show up in front of you. Violent clipboards. May, have you not heard the clipboard stories? Extra free clipboards. No. Clipboards are great. Okay, for anyone who's unaware of the clipboards, in my college, it was a free speech campus, aka anyone was allowed to go up and talk about anything they want, preach anything they want, as long as it was not within the classrooms. Anyone was allowed to come onto campus and do whatever they wanted. So there was 2 sections, kind of 3, that were designated as anyone can come here and basically preach whatever they want to, or make you sign petitions, aka clipboards. So there was what I always referred to as Free Speech Alley, which was the main walkway that led from the parking garage I parked at all the way down to the far older end of campus. It had the library on this track, it had the main classroom building on this track, and it also was like the gateway on the main path to go over to both the business building and the student union. So really big pathway. It's also where everyone set up their tables to do fundraisers and stuff. Fine. But if you walk down that alley, you're either going to be pestered with people trying to fundraise, pestered by the really, really heavy religious people that carry the big signs that call you sinners, or clipboards. And the clipboards were the worst ones because they were the only ones that would not care if you were trying not to pay attention to them, because they'd come up and they'd shove their clipboard in your face and be like, will you sign my petition? Will you sign my petition? Will you sign my petition? And oh, just like that. Hey, get. Oh my God, they're still, get up. Come on. Okay, I had to despawn. Okay, but yeah, it was not a fun time. But anyway, oh, see ya, Finn! But no, just know, clipboards sucked. And the worst part is they would not take no as an answer. They would either try and guilt trip you. They're like, just for one signature, you can save a teacher's pet's life. Or they wouldn't even tell you what it's about, and they're like, sign my clipboard. Insert, sign my clipboard. Sign my clipboard. You're going to sign my clipboard. And they'll like strong arm you into it. And me, as the person who's not very social, would normally end up signing the clipboard just to get away from them. I wish I could have just flipped them off, but I didn't want to do that. So most of the time I ended up doing that. And then there was also another, so that was the main alley, or main like walkway. But there was thankfully alleyways going through like the smaller buildings that I could cut through. But it did add like 10 minutes to my walk to go through these little alleys. But I did that. And for the most, only once did that backfire. And I got hit up by the people trying to get me to join the Bible study club. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm not joining your Bible study club. No thank you. I have, what was I even doing at the, I have murder drones to, I have to go grind drone defense. I'm not joining a Bible study club. But that was excitement area number 1. Excitement area number 2 was in front of the student union / down all the way this other pathway that led to like the art building and a building that was labeled FDH, which it looked haunted, and I nicknamed it Fundamental Dungeon Hell because like literally all of the classrooms were in a basement. Like that walkway was also littered with clipboards galore. And if you ever sat down in the student union, like there was a Panda Express in that student union that I used to go to a lot during my first year until I realized how expensive it was. If you sat down in there, literally, I'm just eating my orange chicken. And a clipboard comes up behind me, pokes me on the shoulder, and is like, hey, can you sign my petition? As I literally have a piece of chicken in my mouth and I turn to him, I'm like, and literally I just started chewing in front of him. And I literally dead stared him in the eyes and just kept chewing. Granted, my mouth was closed, but I just kept chewing and chewing and chewing. And eventually he walked away. That was the only time I successfully drove a clipboard away. But every time after that, I started sitting on the upper, there was this little upper balcony that looked out. And normally they'd talk to the people on the lower, like, little tier first. And I would see the clipboard, I'd shovel the food in my mouth, and I'd walk away. No, the problem is most of them, I'm pretty sure, spoke Spanish. Most of them spoke Spanish, I am certain. If I spoke a different language, then it'd be up a creek because, like, I wouldn't know how to say it. No, I'm almost certain all of them knew how to speak Spanish. I would be tempted to try and bust out Japanese, and then I remember like nothing about Japanese. So, in the eyes and deadpan them for an uncomfortable amount of time, chewing them very deliberately. Yeah. I mean, that's what I did. The problem is, I didn't actually eat orange chicken. I ate honey sesame chicken, which are really good pieces. But the problem is you can't really, like, take another bite of that chicken. Like it would, I felt like it would have lost the effect. So eventually I was just chewing on nothing. And I was just like, yum, 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 yum. And that was like, I had nothing in my mouth. Like I had already swallowed the piece of chicken, but that was the only time. The fact I actually think I forgot. I never made that a story. I don't think I even ever told my mom that one. Where the hell did that go? All this time? That was a long time ago. My God. Why did my brain eat that story? That was like... No, I don't think my mom even knows about that one. Holy crap, I just had some like eye-opening experience. Hey guys, memories come back. I'm sure there's like hundreds of stories that I just don't remember. Sorry, I had to throw away that piece of gum really quick. It got really hard really fast. It was not good. Lemon pepper chicken is amazing. I've never had lemon pepper chicken. All I know, that honey sesame chicken, I'm freaking drooling about it right now, and I'm not even hungry. Excuse me. Holy God, why did I... I don't know why gum just made me burp. That was... Delete that clip. If anyone freaking clips that, I am deleting that clip on the spot. Where am I? I'm so sorry. Howard, no one needs a clip of me burping. Literally, I threw a piece of gum out. I think it was a mix of like the air I had when I took a drink of water and whatever the hell came from that burp and like drooling about this chicken and like okay, we're content clips. I won't delete the number clip, but I will delete that burp clip if it shows up, and I have it up now. With gum, I don't know how. I didn't even swallow it. I literally spit out the gum. Can't win. I can win against you. You're gonna download it. I'm sure you're gonna download it, but it's not here. It's not here yet. Sip burp, we don't need sip burp. The worst part is you're gonna give that to like Shadow or something, and Shadow's gonna make it into a soundboard, and then you're gonna make it into a freaking... No! I am normally as careful as I can. I normally mute my sneezes, I normally mute anytime I cough or anything, and then that freaking burp just came out and I couldn't stop it. Unfortunate. It's just, It's just unfortunate, that's all it is. Unless you gave him the idea. No, he would. He's been begging for more sound alerts in the Discord server. Or whatever, soundboards, not sound alerts. Oh my God, could you imagine if that became a sound alert? I'm so glad Foggy doesn't have power to make sound alert redeems. That would suck. And later, don't you dare! Don't. Oh my God, wait, I just realized he doesn't even need to clip it onto my channel. He can literally just screen record it and take it. Hey, Foggy, you want to lose your moderator really quick? You want to lose your moderator really quick, Foggy? I cannot. I can do that. I could also go into the VOD after the stream and make it so it's no longer on YouTube, you know? Realize you already have it? Foggy, if that ends up in Shadow's hands, you will be punished. And you won't know when or how, but it will happen. And you will regret it. You will regret... No. God, no. Okay. You will regret it. You will regret it. You'll just regret it. Foggy will get put in the naughty corner. Foggy's gonna get put in timeout. It's just gonna happen. It's just gonna happen. It's all that's gonna happen. It's... What? Who am I getting texted by? I see multiple people. My one-word answer should be more than enough, Lunar. The answer is I'm getting questions and I'm getting other things. I'm getting texts from both people within this stream, and I'm getting texts from people from Cookie Card. Like they're not. That's not what's going on right here. But Can't Win Against You League has made you more willing to make. Foggy, there's still rules here. There's rules that you need to obey, even in VC, you know? You know how it works. You know how rules work. You know how that I am the law here, Foggy. You are but an enforcer, but I am the law. And if I say you shouldn't make sus comments, then Foggy, don't make sus comments, please. Tyrant! Hey now. I am but doing my job to make this community a safe place, and Foggy over here is trying to ruin that. We want everyone here to feel comfortable, to feel welcome, to be able to say what they please, except for Foggy. Foggy lost that privilege a long time ago. AKA when he told me I can't play a character I want bot lane in League, and also when he clipped me freaking burping on accident. So, you know? What's a Fog against a dragon? Exactly. I can blow away the fog with my useless wings, therefore I beat the weather condition. Play bot lane, I said don't walk off and die. I did it once. It was one mistake, because I didn't think the Nunu would forget me charging an ult that would do 75% of my health bar in a bush. That was the only issue. Plus, you had a pocket healer. Plus, no one else should have been there. So it should have been fine. I should have been able to go up and kill whoever I needed to kill. And you know what didn't happen? That. Yeah. That sucked. So, yeah. Sounds like a pretty stiff thing to do. Exactly. Why did you have any expectations of me to begin with? You should know that you shouldn't do it. What if your bot laner's killing me? When did I do that? I didn't do that part. Previous match, not the Baron match. You know, there. Sin voice. I love that. I didn't even try and slip into it. Literally, the Sin voice just comes out every once in a while. And like, my Sin voice is way too low to be a Sin voice. Like the one I slip into is way lower than it, like actual Sin voice. You were under your own tower while your bot lane walked up. Yeah, because you know what? We were almost dead. Fuck. Okay, enough League talk. You know what we can talk about? We can talk about the Sin voice. The Sin voice is so freaking fun. I'm so glad that I learned how to vaguely do a Sin voice. Because, like, it's a lot. Like, Sin doesn't have an accent, which is fantastic. Like, it's literally just, like, standard American accent. If you consider it an accent at all. But it's so dead voice. Talk about the Sin voice in the Sin voice. Exactly. But, like, literally all it is like you just push your voice to the back of your throat and then, like, get a little more rasp on it. And then you just get rid of, like, every bit of emotion. And then you add some random inflection. And then you have Sin. Like, that's all it is. Like, it's literally not hard. And, like, the problem is I need to raise my voice a lot more than, like, kind of comfortable to talk in. Because, like, every time I listen to Sin, I always listen to the really low parts of it. But really, her voice is, like, up here. And I can't really do that without, you know, making my voice crack. So I don't do that. Like, I also need to add more of that, like, grumbly, like back of the throat kind of talk, but it also, I didn't drink nearly enough water for that. But like, it's not hard to slip into. Like every once in a while, I kind of like fall back, like I'll catch myself naturally talking in the back of my throat, and then it just slips out, and I'm like, okay, that works. And like, I don't know, like sometimes it just happens. Like literally, I think when I was trying to practice the Sin voice, I was practicing it for like 8 hours a day. It was pretty odd range, but a little bit deeper doesn't make too much difference. I'm glad it's not bad, because I tried really bad. I tried really hard to get the Sin voice to be vaguely okay. But I don't know. What I really want to learn how to do a Jay impression. That way I can actually throw that onto my Jay cosplay and make my Jay cosplay a little better. But the problem is Jay's voice is just the voice actor's voice for the most part. And I'm not that talented. I'm sure if I practiced, but I'm lazy. And Sin's voice was easy to practice because I found out I could already, like, going deadpan is easy. I find it pretty easy. And I already know how to talk from the back of my voice. And then, like, adding the inflection, like, I don't probably add it at the right time, but that was easy enough. Jay's, I don't know. I'm not a voice actor. I just, Sin voice funny. Got new emotes. Oh god, Foggy. Hopefully they're not as suspicious as the last ones, you know. Also, I don't know if you guys saw, but on Wednesday we finally finished Kingdom Hearts 1. Kingdom Hearts 1's finally done. You know why Kingdom Hearts 1's done? Because I finished it and I actually beat it, you know? On proud mode, like you guys forced me to. It just took 3 hours of grinding on stream after 2 hours of grinding off stream, but we finished it. And we're never doing proud mode again. So that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Now we have Chain of Memories, and that's probably gonna happen during the Civathon. We're gonna Chain of Memories it, and we're gonna suffer together. Are them all in prod mode? I don't want to play Chain of Memories on prod mode. I don't think that would be good. No. Also, I think the order in which we're going to do it is Kingdom Hearts 1, which we obviously finished, Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, Kingdom Hearts 2. We're going to skip over the video for 358 over 2 days. And then we're going to play Birth by Sleep. And then we're going to play Dream Drop Distance. And then we're going to play Birth by Sleep 0.2, a Fragmentary Passage. And then we're going to play Kingdom Hearts 3. That is what we are going to do. And then we'll play Remind. And then hopefully by then, Kingdom Hearts 4 will have some more information. And then we'll know when we have to get finished by. So on the whole time you were gone. Oh, I see. So you heard? You heard everything? Did you hear everything? Did you hear anything? Ads right now, but you're saving up. Why would you run the ads? Why would you run the ads? There's no need to run the ads. You didn't hear any? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. There's no need to hear anything anyway. You know what? I feel like I should also turn on a funny redeem. What happens first? Civial 2.0, are you beating all of Kingdom Hearts? Gonna be honest, if you, not including Kingdom Hearts 4, beating all of Kingdom Hearts, it happened. Lunar, I accidentally burped on stream. Like, it literally just came out, and that's what happens. And I don't like that they have that sound clip now. I don't like it. The race is on. I don't think it's gonna be much of a race. Considering, okay, so the Civathon is obviously what is going to be the main funder of the 2.0 model. Now, granted, 2.0 art, in theory, could come before the full model, and in theory, if you guys are crazy, could come before beating all of Kingdom Hearts. However, I don't know. It probably won't. Like, chances are it won't. But the Civathon also is guaranteed to last a minimum of 4 streams, because every day, like, the max I can really stream for a day is 8 hours, like, logically. So, but they probably won't last that long. Actually, that's a lot more than 4 streams. So, like, tomorrow's stream, or sorry, not tomorrow's, Monday's stream, the very first day, I want to go from 11 a.m. to, like, 6 p.m., which is a 7-hour stream. And then I want to do something similar for Tuesday. And then that's my plan for most of next week. And then we're gonna have one Disneyland stream as a like every stream I have is gonna be Civathon. There's gonna be nothing that's not Civathon. But the problem is the streams can't all be back to back purely because I have too much life going on. AKA we're going to Disneyland and then I have to help my parents for like 2 weeks straight. So it might be a whole bunch of like afternoon streams, like normal couple hour streams, but it's gonna last a while. Even if no donation is hit, it's gonna last a while. So just be prepared. New background too, that might add time. Yeah, honestly, so I will say the 2 mystery stream editions are things that are unrelated to the 2.0. With the 2.0, I will be getting a new background. I will be getting, assuming everything goes to plan, like I'll theme everything new around the 2.0. New background, new starting screen, new ending screen, all the screens will be different. And possibly new alerts. I might keep the alerts. I like my alert message. And new, I want a new transition screen. I saw some fancy stuff that I could get for that transition screen and it wasn't that expensive and I'm really interested. But that said, originally the redeem was supposed to be refundable. Yeah, let me, it is supposed to be refundable. Let me run poll. Where's the run ad? Is it even on? Ad. Where is the ad? I can't find it. How much does it cost? Bottom, it's refundable. All right, yeah, as long as it's refundable. It was supposed to be a joke thing, 50K. All right. I see it. Yeah. It's supposed to be refundable. That's the thing. So that was supposed to be a joke redeem. And the first person to redeem it got their points back. Because the majority should have, a sub right now. Like, is there a person in this stream at the moment that is... Everyone that's talked at the moment has a sub. And or is a mod. Oh, not Dino. Never mind. Oh god, Dino, no! Don't banish Dino to the Shadow Realm! Sudden stream end 150. It's the reason it's not on. It's the reason it's not on. You know what would be funny? Is like, if I turn on the 150k end stream redeem, and I do that when we're like, let me look through all this magical stuff really quick that we have for this Civathon coming up. We have announcements. If you guys just end the stream halfway through making my pizza, and like it's literally like it's like just a cheese pizza because you guys didn't change anything, then I just need to order that pizza, and then you guys have made my pizza. So yeah. Nitro would see the ads. Oh, don't let Nitro see the ad. Don't let Nitro see that. Why do mods have to watch the ads? It's not right. It's not right at all. Veto you from doing that? You can't veto it. It's a redeem. It's a redeem. I won't redeem it, but it's a redeem. Or, the horror game that I need to play. You guys pick some god-awful horror game and then I need to play. You know what I'm saying? Back streaming down. We're not bringing that back. We're not bringing that back. We're not bringing that back. It's not coming back. It's not coming back. It's just not coming back and you guys need to deal with it. Hooray. Guys, peak horror. I know I don't like horror, peak or otherwise. Like, there's a reason I made it so FNAF is not an option. I can think of one singular game that is classified by horror that I would be happy to play. And I refuse to tell you what it is because I know if I do, you'll never play it. I also know you guys will never pick it. Lethal Company? Okay. Multiplayer horror is not... Like, Lethal and Repo, I get scared crapless with. However, it's not as bad as single player horror. Single player horror is the bane of my existence, and I can only think of one single player horror game that I would be fine with. And even that I would still be terrified with. But I'd be fine with it purely because I don't want to give too much away, because like if we actually, there's no way you guys are picking it. There's like no way. What I had like many other people a phase where I liked the fan music for this specific horror game. It's not FNAF. It's not. There's a reason. It's blocked. Only one person from the Civathon will ever have the chance to make me play FNAF. Only one. Only one. Only one. And I just have to hope that that one person will not be the one to do it, because that one person can pick any game. Any game. It's also on 2.0. I will tell you, I will do my best to get every single toggle that is currently on my current model over to the 2.0 plus some. Nightly? Nightly. No, whoever gets first, whoever is the top donor of the Civathon, no matter what that number ends up being, will be, one of their incentives is I have to play a game of their choice for 2 hours. That game can be multiplayer, that game can be single player, that can be anything that they desire. Literally anything. Spots 2 and 3 also get to pick a game, however, I have the option to veto, but I will be very, very sparing. AKA, basically that veto is very selective when it comes to horror games, and like any normal game is fine. It's really just the horror games I'm going to be less picky about, but I'm still probably going to veto most of them. I want to pay for the art. I mean, you originally gave me a price, and then you just need to tell me if it's more or less now. Or just know. I know what Foggy's apparently putting down. It's a bit. It's a bit. It's a bit. And then with Vex's not so ominous threat, top three is gonna be scary. Hating 2 weeks. Dear God, Foggy. Don't spend your whole paycheck. Okay, let me read a part of this announcement that I feel like is very important to most of you. Let's have a world famous anime artist. I honestly know the artists I'm going with, they're not famous at all. If I was going with the famous one, that'd be like 10K just for art. And I'm like, no, it's just mod artists that I think their art looked really nice and I think would be good. I'm still open to keep looking, but we have multiple options and there's some really good ones. But very important thing that I think I should read off for all of you. Where is it? There it is. Donating is not required at all, and if you do so, please make sure that you are in a financially stable situation and do so responsibly. You hear me? Responsibly! That was actually written in the announcement. So do so responsibly and be in a financially stable situation. You know? Foggy. Responsibly. Responsibly. That's what I say. And I also target that at Vex, because financially stable situation does not include selling your cards that you care about. Totally gonna be me. God damn it, people. Sorry, missed that. You missed that part? Yeah, it's in the literal first major paragraph. It is kind of hidden in the middle. There's a lot of words. I put a lot of words into this announcement. I'm realizing now, no one reads my announcements. Like, I put a lot of care into almost all of the announcements I put, especially the weekly ones. But I said stuff in them, and then Foggy literally comes up to me and is like, oh, what about this, and this? I'm like, it was in the announcement. It was in the announcement. Thank you for reading them, Corbin. Thank you for reading them. You do read them? See? It's just Foggy. Okay, it's just Foggy. It's just Foggy that doesn't read them. I see. Also, I know Vex read it because he specifically... It was Vex, right? Wait. Yeah, it was Vex. He specifically he like screenshotted that part of the message and was like, I feel like I feel targeted. I'm like, I may or may not have been directed to you. You know, smiles. But that was that. What did I get? I got pinged in media. Did I get pinged? Oh my god. Are those the cards Vex sold? I see. Those are the cards that Vex sold. That's just, there's a lot of people with open mouths. I don't understand One Piece. I've been trying to watch One Piece. I've been slowly moving through One Piece. It's also to the point where I like watch the first 3 minutes of an episode, see what it's about, and then immediately skip to the end, go to the next episode, and it's exactly the same as like the 3 minutes I watched on the first one. Like not even like skip the opening, skip the recap. Literally, I can skip whole episodes and it doesn't change a thing. So I just dropped an earring on the floor. Let me grab that really quick. I even have a fidget ring on, and I'm like still fidgeting with other things. That's why One Piece is awful. I will admit, I have found some charm in One Piece. I have found some. It took a lot of episodes to find that charm. I think I'm on like episode 350 or something. I really like the characters. The characters are fun. The story arcs are fun. Some of the filler episodes are fun. The fight scenes, god damn, they take forever. They take forever. There's some really cool parts to those fight scenes. One fight scene where one person lands 3 punches does not need to last 6 episodes. That's there. Exchange rate? That's true. But scales. Save the money. Save the money for the Scales 2.0. Save it. You have a whole rebrand coming up. Saw a clip entirely of One Piece at 44 times speed. The clip was too long. Yeah. That was a lot. I'm sure it was a lot. Do you have that clip? I would love to see that clip. The worst part is it's still ongoing too. Like, what are they on? 1,000 something episodes? 1,050? I think it's somewhere around there. Again, I'm only 300 in, and that's just because I skipped like a good chunk of the episodes. I know what happened in them, I'm sure. Minus the little nuanced details. But oh, it's so long. There's so many other animes. If you guys want a good anime that's out currently, that's just a fun little like watch, The Cat and the Dragon. The Cat and the Dragon's fun. I've been having a lot of fun with The Cat and the Dragon. Like it's fun. It's fun. I watched the first season of Windbreaker. I couldn't get into the second season. I watched the first season. It was fine. I couldn't get into the second season. I want to watch Halo Legends anime. There's a Halo Legends anime? Halo Legends anime. My god, why is the first pic... Why is there a T-Rex? What does that YouTube video have anything to do? Oh my god, there's just T-Rex. The T-Rex 8 Master Chief. Is that part of the anime? What the hell is that? Anyway, brother quite into One Piece. Dad tried to watch Netflix One Piece but stopped because he found Luffy annoying. Understood. I would never watch the live action One Piece purely because I don't like live action. I can count on my hands the number of live action movies I actually enjoyed. Despite not liking horror, I liked the original Jurassic Park. I've seen all of them, but the original ones, like, that's like the only movie franchise that I will willingly go and watch a live action movie with. I like, God, what was this one called? Is it The Princess Bride? Yeah, I liked The Princess Bride, and I can't actually think of another one that I would go and actually watch again. Those are the only 2 live action movies that I can think of at the moment that I would be like, hey, I've seen these, I would watch these again, these make me happy, these are actually things I've watched more than once. On the Jurassic Park movie based on the novel, the only novel I've ever read was supposedly like a prequel to Jurassic Park, and I never made it much through it. Because it was a book I could read, choose to read for an English class, but then it was for an English class and I didn't want to read it. I might actually do it. Jurassic Park novel is genuinely horrifying. Everything about the concept of Jurassic Park is horrifying. Especially after one of the first classes I took in college was a geology class. And the teacher in there is like, yeah, there's currently scientists trying to recreate chicken DNA to get as close to basically prehistoric ancestors as possible. They're already about to bring back they literally have chickens with claws. Like literal, like their wings have turned into claws. And I was listening to that, I'm like, holy god, it's just Jurassic Park, but without the freaking mosquito ambers. It's, book is worse, yeah. I'm just, the fact of what, like, obviously I've never read the book, I don't quite know what happens in the book, but the premise of bringing back things that should not be brought back is terrifying. Post-dinosaur media, hold up. All the dinosaurs do not need to come back. As a kid, like as a person who, when I was a kid, really, really loved dinosaurs. Literally, I was the reason my elementary school library kept stocking dinosaur books because I would always rent them out. Like I was the only person in that library that would actually read, and those books made me super happy. Like to see a saber-tooth. A live one? You know, at least the saber-tooth is basically just a tiger, and there's already tigers in zoos, and I can't imagine that would be a huge issue. For some reason, the mammals don't seem like they'd be as big of an issue as the reptiles. I don't want big reptiles. I don't know how big the biggest reptile is, but we don't need anything bigger than like an alligator. That's plenty. It's plenty. Yeah, no, if it died before, it can stay dead. That's what I'm doing. Fantasy dragon, well, yes, but thankfully, to my knowledge, that is fantasy. I heard this alligator. What? Don't worry about it, Foggy. I'm just saying we don't need more big reptiles in the world. Although I am like, okay. The thing with dragons is, and this is my own personal thing that I fall into and I believe in. I am someone who likes to believe that because around the world there were so many interpretations of dragons, and a lot of them are very similar, I would not be surprised if at one point, because most of them came around the same time period, or like in the same like certain time period and past, I would not be surprised if there was things that lived around then that were basically dragons and or sea serpents and or very large creatures, especially having the fossil records from dinosaurs, and dinosaurs, you know, being very large reptiles that could very well be related. If there was still things that related, like giant scorpion sounds arguably a lot worse than a dinosaur. Just saying. No. As someone who has to deal with scorpions a lot, I don't want to have to deal. No, it's just no. Better have a shit ton of bug spray. Because did you know scorpions breathe through their skin? So if you really want to kill one, you get some like wasp spray, and then you just spray it on them, and then they suffocate and die. You're welcome for that knowledge. Speaking of, there was a scorpion in your house a few days ago. Congratulations, welcome to the club. Have you ever had one literally crawling across your ceiling above you as you're taking a shower? No? Well, you should sure try. Or trying to step out of the bathtub and having to crawl, like quickly try and both get dressed and crawl out of the bathroom because there's a scorpion crawling around the floor literally chasing you. That's also not fun. I just really glimmered when you said that. Didn't they? Aren't you like, I hate scorpions. They've infested our backyard ever since like one of our neighbors put new rock in a lot of years ago, and they come inside the house very often, and I don't like that. I don't like that. There's scorpion on us too, so I'm safe, hopefully. I don't think that makes you safe. I'm very glad that I have never been stung by a scorpion. My dad has, to my knowledge, never been stung. My mom, however, was not so lucky because there was once a scorpion on their bed, like on the floorboards of the bed, and she stepped out of bed, this is how I was told, and it stung her foot. And then literally her entire leg was swollen for like a week. And considering my reaction to even just like simple bug bites, like literally a bug, like if a mosquito bites my arm, it turns into basically a little mini mountain. So that really sucks. And I can only imagine, like, every single bug has really bad reactions. I can only imagine how bad it is if a scorpion were to sting me. That probably would not be great. When he lives in a tropical country, I can give very valuable hint on how to deal with scorpions. Get better skill. God damn it. No, how about we just eradicate scorpions from the earth? I feel like that'd be fun because, I think I've mentioned this before. Well, I know I've mentioned this before. I have a pond in my backyard, and it used to be, many years ago, we had frogs in our pond because that would keep like the cockroach population down and all the bug populations down, and they were cool. Also, hello Alcor, welcome in, welcome in. I'm doing good, but just having story time. But we had a pond, and in that pond we had bullfrogs. And the bullfrogs were freaking amazing. They were cool, they were loud as hell at night, but it didn't matter, because you could walk out and literally there'd just be a frog sitting on the edge of the pond. And, they would like travel into the planters by the pond and eat the bugs. So you never had a cockroach problem, you never had bug problems at all, really. It's just cool frogs, fish in water, and it was fine. The problem was once those scorpions came, they killed all the frogs. They were all gone. They were really cool frogs. I miss the frogs, but now we can't have frogs because the scorpions kill the frogs, and if you get frogs that can eat the scorpions, then they're gonna eat everything else that's in the pond. So, there was a roach in your room last night, you tried to kill it, escaped, now you're paranoid. At least the roach can't hurt you, unless you're like deathly like touch allergic to roaches. But, just adopt our own cat. Okay, my cats could not get scorpions. I can tell you right now, my cats will not kill scorpions. Considering my cat, who's no longer with us, this is unrelated to the scorpion. My cat Ragamuffin, who is no longer with us, got stung by a scorpion at one point. That's not what did her in. She was perfectly fine after a day. She did not do well, and she was also not really a hunter. And the chickens, I don't think I could convince my parents to get chickens. I don't think that could happen. Media. Thank you, Nitro. I'll watch it after stream. It's 4 in the morning, by the way. Honestly, okay, as someone who dog sits for my neighbor a lot, and that neighbor has a lot of, has had a lot of bug issues, both in the mosquito and, you know, roach variety. The roaches being an older issue that thankfully has not come up again. Like, literally, they would crawl out of her drains. And then, like, every once in a while, there'd just be one running around the kitchen. And granted, I'd sleep in the living room. I'd sleep on the couch in the living room. It's really awkward to sleep in someone else's bed. Like, they offered, and like, no, I'll sleep on the couch. Their old dog, the first one that I started dog sitting, would literally get up and start barking and tapping, like, chasing the chasing the cockroach around the kitchen. And literally, I would have to kill the cockroach before I could go back to bed because the dog would not stop chasing it. The dog hated those cockroaches. I think I don't know. I think I got over my fear of cockroaches after I had to, for multiple nights, chase cockroaches around the kitchen of my neighbor's house with a golf club because that's all I could have to kill them because I wasn't smushing none on my shoe. Like, literally, I was in I just like sleep in my normal like pants and t-shirt or whatever and whatever, but I didn't have my shoes on. I'd have socks on, and then I'd run around. There was this golf club in a windowsill, and I don't know what the significance of this golf club was. I hope there wasn't any, but literally I had this like driver club, and I would just smash it into like until I finally caught the cockroach, and it just went on the floor. Like, golf club. It was a golf club. It was like one of those thicker, like, driver clubs, I think is what it's called. What are the chunky golf clubs called? Game Improvement Super Game. No, that's not what that was. It was like one of the really fat ones. The game The Last of Us. I know of The Last of Us, however, I have never played The Last of Us. Maybe it was a driver. It was like really, really fat, like chunky, heavy. I don't think it was a driver. It was like, it looked just like a glob of iron, less like, it's not telling me what it's called. Golf club types. This is very important to the story because it was really, really hard to hit it. It's saying it's just a hybrid. I don't know. Chunky, heavy, once again, no context, doing a survey. Don't worry about it. We're talking about golf clubs now. It's let me have some fun. Talking about everything, you know? Alright. I can't actually find what kind of golf club it is, but anyway. Never learned. Just know it was like one of the more, like, it's not one of the thin golf clubs. It was one of the thick ones. And it really didn't have a good edge. Like, it was rounded at the bottom, so there's no, like, good flat part to, like, smash it. It was really hard to hit those damn scuttling cockroaches. And it was on tile, too. So thankfully, they couldn't really go anywhere because it didn't have any traction. But they also... Oh, damn, it was annoying. And then I'd normally just kill it, and then the dog was happy because it wasn't making scuttling noises anymore. And I just leave it for the morning. So then I had to clean up crunchy, crusty cockroaches off the... It was not good. Doom cockroaches. Literally! Thankfully there was, I think only one night did I ever find 2 in one night. But normally it was like 1 every night for the rest of the night. And like, I got used to it. It was fine. It turned out okay. But I don't know. Grab a blowtorch to kill a roach. I don't think I could blowtorch the neighbor's kitchen though. I don't think they'd be too happy about that. Although we do have some pretty high grade, like heavy duty torches in my garage for 4th of July. Like mini propane tank torches. Those, I would kill a roach with that. That's probably smell like butt cheeks, but I think that would be fine. I have one. I don't know. I don't think... I think I'd like to keep them. It's 4th of July, not called July 4th, because it's the 4th of July. The 4th is more important than July, therefore the 4th comes before July. But any other day, like December 10th, no one cares about December 10th. Sorry if that's your birthday. But like, the December part is more important than the fact it's the 10th. And Christmas is just Christmas. And like, Easter is just Easter. So it's the 4th of July, because... everyone just cares that it's the 4th, not that it's July. But if someone asks for the date, you say it's the, you know, December 14th, then it's more important because it's December. Day, month, year is awesome. I think month, day, year is not dumb. Month, day, year makes more sense because in most situations, the month is more important. Fan art? Is fan art Alcor? I will look at it very briefly. Ooh. Oh. What? What is that thumbnail? What is that thumbnail? What? Huh? What is this? What is this thumbnail? Alcor, you're scaring me. What? I can't watch. How long is this? Oh God, it's 5 minutes long. I can't watch that right now. Look at the thumbnail. What was that thumbnail? What the hell was that? It's safe. I'll watch it after stream. Fix the thumbnail. What the hell was that? You scared me so much. I'll watch it after stream. I'll react to it after stream. Oh, okay. Day, year. Hey, Corbin. I see your image. Month, day, year makes sense because, you know, it's just fine. It's just fine. We do things differently. Like, you know, measuring in feet. You gotta understand the feet are the proper way of measurements, except for like everything. But like, if you have your own measurement system, then everyone's just confused. And then if you confuse them, that means you're doing something right, because that means you're smarter. Because if you're confused when someone else is talking, that just means you know more than they do. So, you know, Or wait, if they're confused when you're talking, that means you more. Yeah, it's not that you're confusing, it means that you know more, and that's a skill issue on their part. Okay, imperial sometimes, but we usually use metric. I mean, 1 to 10, it's just ratios of 100, right? Or something. Tens or hundreds. I know it's simplistic. If I looked at it, I'd know, but you know, it's feet. 12 inches equals 1 foot. And that's all I need to know. That's all that matters. You know why? Because I don't actually know how many feet are in a yard. I don't know how many yards are in a mile, but I know there's 12 inches in a foot. What did you just say? How many feet in a yard? Or not? Yeah, how many feet are in a yard? 1 meter is 1 centimeter. 100 centimeters? But how many feet? Wait, how many feet? How many feet are in a yard? 3. There's 3 feet in a yard. Yeah, huh? Hi. I'm clipping that. I think it's a fair thing. No school I ever had actually had a yardstick. They just had normal rulers, and a normal ruler tells you 12 inches are in a foot. Sometimes if you have a really fancy ruler, then it's like a 2-foot ruler. I've had 1 2-foot ruler before. Or like you look at a freaking tape measure, it's like, okay, this is in inches, and it marks every foot. It never marks every freaking yard. Okay? It doesn't mark every yard. It doesn't. It only marks the feet. So why would I learn how much is in a yard? No one measures in yards. Like, I can't think of a single situation where people measure in yards. People measure in square footage. They don't measure in yards. There's no reason for a yard. And then I don't know how many freaking yards are in a mile, because it doesn't matter, because it's only miles are measured in miles. It's literally like 1.5 miles. Like, no one uses yards. When does anyone use yards? What's a yardstick in American? Yeah, a yardstick is just a really big ruler. It also has liters. We skip meters. Yeah. I can imagine. I don't know. I understand centimeters. I understand meters. I don't understand like anything above a meter. Just like, I don't know. It's just like American stuff. I understand inches. I understand feet. And I understand miles. But like, I cannot compute how many feet are in a mile. Like, I don't know. How many feet are in a yard? Because I didn't. Something beyond Cookie Run and Disney? Yeah. I know quite a bit. You know. Don't ask me what... I know about Skylanders. That's different from Cookie Run and Disney. Sure about that? Yeah. I'm very sure. You can probably ask me about quite a bit. And I will, I'll know about it. I just that specific instance is, here, test my knowledge. I promise you, I know things. You know? I know things. We don't talk about kilometers. What's the name of the child? The guy that made it? What? Why is that important? What, the guy who made feet? Or the guy who made yard? The guy who made what? You said you knew it? Skylanders? I don't think anyone knows. Okay, that's not important, you know? That's not important. That's not an important bit of information. So we veto that question. Plenty of things you could ask you wouldn't know. Common sense things that even a 5th grader should know. Those are questions you should ask me. You know? Common sense questions. Then you can call me dumb for not knowing, because obviously you guys think common sense is knowing how many feet are in a yard. But I do know a lot. I know a lot. Kilometers, kilometers, 1,000 meters. But how was I supposed to know a kilometer? 1,000, you know? I was supposed to play Am I Smarter Than a 5th Grader, and then the game sucked, so we didn't play it. But I think the answer is yes. I think so. Civ, huh? Hi, Leaner. Hi, Nitro. Hi. You know, English was not my best subject. Billy the Wizard. We don't talk about Billy the Wizard. Billy the Wizard deserves to rot in a special place in Wee Hell. We don't talk about Billy the Wizard. I don't need to learn Latin. I learned my Latin roots. Like pre means before and re means redo. That's Latin, right? 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 Who's Billy the Wizard? Oh my god! There's people who don't know about the wonders of Billy the Wizard. I need to pull up a picture of this. It was the worst. Okay, context. It's been a while, but I went around and I looked through my game, like my little cabinet of Wii games, and I found really awful ones. And I'm like, this would be a fun stream. And then I also used to go to a used game store a lot to look for Skylanders. And in that used game store, I literally looked through all the Wii games and I stumbled across some that looked really bad. I could only pick up one because the other one didn't have a disc. But I stumbled across this. And I'm sorry, you look at this picture and literally you cannot ever assume this is gonna be a good game. I looked at this game, I looked at the gameplay on the back and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be bad. And it was so much worse than I could have imagined. Its controls were so god awful. It was so bad. But Billy the Wizard is a special kind of special that it was. Get main chat, a true challenge awaits. I see. Here, let me remove it. Billy the Wizard was a stream. 5th grader math question. Okay, here, I have some math questions that we need to solve. I was given math. Let us give math. Question 12. Clan read 30 pages of a book Monday and 8th of the book on Tuesday. What? And 1/8 of the okay, what? Okay, let me read through this and not have a stroke while I'm reading. Is it Clan or Klein? Is it Clan or Klein? That's probably Clan. Whatever. Clan read 30 pages of a book on Monday and 1/8 of the book on Tuesday. He completed reading them. He completed the remaining 1/4 of the book on Wednesday. How many pages were in the book? Well, okay, fine. Here, is there a way I can put my math on screen to explain my thought process? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab something. Give me 1 second. MS Paint. I'm gonna grab my iPad. Give me a second. Let me get it from the other room. Alright, let me make sure it's still alive. Yeah, it's 64%. Alright, plug that in. Go put on that. Alright. Unlock. Let me charge my iPad for a second. Let me get the HDMI cable and such set up. Back to gallery. Back plus quality, why not? All right, we're gonna do this correctly. We grab our HDMI cable over out of the Nintendo Switch HDMI cable, get case put back on, go like that. We had 3 seconds to charge our little thingy. Is it not? Okay. It's working. We go here. Plug that in. Plug this in. And now we go... I'm gonna remove this for a second. And then we go over to art. Okay. Okay. And then let me open up this too so you guys can see a model. Yeah, there we go. I need to put this model on. I wasn't planning on using this model today, so I didn't open it. Okay. Okay. Let me pull up the math so we can all see the same thing. You know? The demon has returned. This model is a little gremlin and I love it. Okay. Where did the picture? Oh, there it is. Okay. We have our math. Okay. So, day 1, he read 30 pages. You're gonna love my handwriting. Day 2, he read 1/8 of the book. And day 3, he finished the book with 1/4. So, this part doesn't matter. This part only matters because this part is just there. So that means this is equal to, you know, well, this is what? If we were to make this out of 4, it'd be 0.5 over 4. So that means this needs to be 1. Or wait, why is my math not mathing? I think it'd actually be easier. We're just gonna ignore the fact that I'm already messing up. Why is my eraser so small? Okay. I can be math teacher, guys. So we're just gonna make this into 2 over 8 so that our all over fractions are the same. So if this is 2/8 and this is 1/8, that means together that's 3/8, which means this 30 pages needs to be 5/8. So because that's 5/8, we take 5 divided by 8, which is, I don't know what. But, I think actually we can take 30 times 8. Wait, what am I trying to do here? Can I have a calculator? This is math. This is math. So 30 pages equals 5/8. Because it's 5/8, how many eighths are in 30? Well, the problem is it's 6 times 5 equals 30. But, you're a grown dragon. I can, so, many pages? 5/8 equals. So this equals 0.625 is equal to 30. So, or like that's what the 30 means. So because that's 0.625, then we do 1 minus that or whatever. That's 0.375. 0.375. 30 times 0.375. That doesn't seem right. I don't think that's right. Oh, sorry. What do you mean sorry? Okay, wait, I'm overthinking this. This is the problem. I'm overthinking this here. Too foggy, he saw the answer. Okay. Day 1, 30 pages. Day 2 is 1/8. Day 3, the rest is 1/4. So, we have our 30 pages. How are you this bad at math? We don't talk about this. This is 2/8. We know together that's 3/8. That's all that really matters. So, because there's 3/8 of the book, then, we know that this has to be 5/8 of the book. Which means, the 5/8 of the book gets times by 30. So 8 times 8 times 30 equals 2/5 over 8 when you add that, and then 245 over 8. I don't think that's what happens, actually. That's the whole book? Wait. What do you mean that's the whole book? Well, because he read 5/8 of the book on the first day, and then on this day, he the The remaining of the book was 1/4. So he read 2/8 of the book. Right? So he just read a lot of the book on the first day. Right? 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 I'm not crazy here, right? So, dear God, why can my brain not? Caffeine gum, that's the problem. We just need our caffeine gum back. It already ran off and it ate our brain cells with it. There we go. Num 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 num. Need help. I don't need help. I took my gum. We need our other 120. This is our 250th milligram of caffeine. Does count as math anymore? I mean, the thing is, it's well, like, wait, it's 5 times, or it should be 8 times 30. Like, I don't know if we're supposed to go in freaking fractions or if it's, oh, cause whatever. We put this over 8. This is 240 over 8. Right? Not, yeah, 8 times 30 is 240. And then we, I don't think that, is that what we do? Is that what we actually, oh god, freaking damn it. I can do stuff. Maybe it's not enough cookies. If this was in cookies and not pages, I think we would have been fine. So I might be struggling. And I don't know why. I, for some reason, can't comprehend how to, because that's 5/8. Like, the easiest thing I can think to do is do 5 divided by 8. And then have that 0.625. And 30 times, or we're gonna do, well, it doesn't seem right. Because it's 62.5%, which would mean 62.5% of everything. So 30 times 62.5% times equals, you know, that's actually not right. Is it even divided by? I think it needs to be divided by 30 divided by. No, because that's 62, whatever. You're making it percentages. 5th grade math, because I don't remember 5th grade math. I don't remember. I sucked at fractions. Fractions were the bane of my existence. Anyway, we know that basically x times 0.625 is equal to 30. So then x is equal to 30 divided by 0.625. AKA, wait, yeah. AKA x is equal to 48 pages. Right? Right? That's what's going on here, right? Like, this is the answer, right? 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 I did. Can someone give me a different math question? Can someone give me a different math question, please? I need to redeem myself after failing that miserably. Don't explode. Don't explode. You spelled it wrong, Foggy. Congratulations. Give me a different math question. Give me a different one in which I will not immediately fail. I sucked at fractions. Just give me one without fractions, you know? Also, what the hell was the correct way to solve this? Because, like, this is how my brain learned to solve it. This is the thing that makes sense to me. Freaking fractions. They suck. Five times 18 18 times 5. 0, carry the 4. That's 5 times 1 is 5. Plus 4, it's 90. The answer's 90, Foggy. There you go. This is 30 divided by 5, then times it by 8. Wait. Oh, it's just 6 times. Oh. I see. But Foggy, I did your 18 times 5. That's correct, right? Let me actually double check myself. 18 times 5. Yeah. Without writing it. Oh. Why would I not be able to write it though? What's the point? Why would I ever need to do 18 times 5? Why would I ever need to do that? Why would I ever need to do that? In what world would I ever need to do that? Never. You do math daily? Well, I don't. I got out of math as soon as I could, and then I never went back. Like, technically I took one math class in college. And then I stopped taking math my sophomore year of high school, which was pre-calc, and I never needed to finish it because COVID happened. And then I made a vow to never go back to math. Without writing? I'm not doing it without writing. 360. I don't wanna. I don't wanna, Foggy. Well, I know. Okay. 360 divided by 5. 360 equals, or like 5 into 60 is just 12. So to carry the 1, that's 4. Wait, that doesn't work. 4 divided by 1. By, and then you have to carry a 1 over. That's 5 divided by 13. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't do this. My math can't math. I don't want to math. I'd rather do it like this. I'd rather do it like that. And then I'm like, oh, hey, this can go in 7 times. Minus 35. And that's a 1. And then you carry the 1 and it's 2. 72. I couldn't figure out the 7. Yeah, my IQ is probably that low. I won't deny the IQ one. I'll deny the height one. But I can do it when I write it down. That's perfectly fine. I don't see any reason why I need to be able to actually do that math. Yeah, see? Just let me have my visual aid. I know how to do the basic maths like this. Now, exponents, frick exponents. But someone give me math. Someone give me math. I want to do math now. Weaved. What the hell? The hell is this? Okay, I have math. This is our math. I just don't need to try and translate pounds because I don't know how to do that. Okay. So 2 melon with 3 pump equals 7.5 pound. And then 3 melon plus 4 pump equals 37.5 pound. Is this a great question now? It is. But I can figure this one out. So, but how do we break it? So there's no constant factor. Because there's no constant factor, we need to know, well, we can't actually figure literally anything out except both of them have to have a 5 variable in it. Because the 5 state, my thing just die? No, the 5 stays the same in each. Because both gained 1, that means both of them, both the pumpkin and the melon, need to end in a 5. That's like the only constant that we can see through both of them. And then both are gained by 1. So basically, we can take everything out of here, and we can just minus that. So it's literally just going to be 10. It's just 10. And then you just need to figure out what plus 10, or what plus what equals 10. So because there's one of each, it could be 5 and 5. It could be a lot of things. So what we need to see is if, like, we could just, is there a way to do this without just guesstimating? Surely there is. But it's like, there is. Well, it's 2x plus 3x. Wait, oh my god, is it just 2x plus 3x equals 27.5? 3x plus, or sorry, this needs to be a y. What am I doing? 4y equals 37.5. So I believe when you do these, you basically just isolate the variables. So we'll move. God, I do not remember how to do this, like, at all. I can remember this in 7th grade. I can remember doing this in 7th grade. And I can't remember, like, anything about actually doing this in 7th grade. An exact answer. I freaking I remember loving this lesson back when it came out. But, like, I know you're supposed to transfer the variables between the two things because they have the same, like... Is it simply... You move, let's say... It's awkward. Because the problem is if you minus them, it doesn't do anything. Exact answer. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember. Oh, this looks fun. I don't remember what the rules were between transferring variables between two different things. All I know is that both need to end in 5. That's all I know. The difference between the two numbers is 10. You want a hint? Give me a hint. Give me the hint. Surely a singular hint will jumpstart my memory into what we need to be doing here. Because it's I am math. I am math champion. I am math champion. I champion of math. As you can see. It's 2x equals 20? What is that? How the hell? How the hell? I'm confuzzled. Wait. What the hell do you get? What? Hi, Pot. I don't know how to do math. I can't do math. I give up. Where the hell did the 20 come from? It's just x plus y equals 10. You know what we do? We guesstimate. So we know both is equal to 5. Like there's a 5 at the end of each. So let's try... Let's try... It can't be 15 because the difference in each is... I guess it's 0.5. So what if it's like 1.5 and 2.5? That's not enough. How do you get 10 out of that? We have a 1. That's like a 4.5 and 3.5, right? No. 4.5. It can't be 4.5 and 4.5. It's gotta be a 3.5 and a 5.5. Right? So then, let's say the 5.5 is Well, it's got to be the bigger number is the bigger thing, right? So 3 times 5.5 equals 16.5 plus. That's like 7. That equals 21, so that can't be it. So then we have 8.5. 1.5. And then we have 2. Did I just die again? 2. It'd be a 3 plus 6, 17.5. Yeah. And then that equals, that's still equal. Never mind, I can't figure this freaking out. Civ is calculating, you got it, Civ! Heh. 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 I haven't done that. I haven't either, Foggy, and I don't remember any of it. Literally, actually, it's been longer. I have not done this specific math since 7th grade. Mind you, 7th grade was a lot of years ago. Because that's +1 to get me out of middle school, +4 and to get me out of high school, +4 to get me out of college, plus 0.5 of a year to get me out of college where I was. So that's... I haven't done this in 9.5 years. I don't remember anything about this. What's under the math question? Nothing. Oh my god! Answers! Hey guys, can we not have word problems? Give me a calculation. Give me a calculation problem. Not whatever the hell that was. That was gross. Give me a non-problem calculation problem, you know? Like, just give me math. Give me straight math. I want math. I want 1 plus 1, right? I hope if I actually type 1 plus 1 equals a window. And then if you look outside that window, you have a stalker. That's our math for the day. Are you happy? And you see that stalker has 2 eyes. So because it has 2 eyes, the answer is 2. The stalker come from... The stalker has 2 eyes, so the answer to 1 plus 1 is 2. As you can see, my logic knows no bounds. Exponents. Exponents. Why are there exponents? Here, give me this one. I want this one. This one's easy. I refuse to do exponents. Okay. Real question. Real question. This one's super, super easy. Because all you need to remember is the PEMDAS. So you have the 5, 3 minus 1 plus 4. So, simplistic. 5. This is basically multiply. So, and then you minus that, so it's 2 plus 4. This is 10 because multiplication comes first. Plus 4. The answer is 14. So the answer is A. That one's easy. Why is that one easier than the freaking melon question? Like, that one's a lot easier than the melon question. Why is it easier than the melon question? Just easy? No, this one was easy. This one was super easy. PEMDAS. It's because this one's actually applicable to real life, whereas the melons are not. The question is the one I haven't done for a long time. The melons? Because I haven't done the melons since literally 7th grade. I send you a question, send it in general chat. Apparently they're all in general chat. Scales this question. Dear God, Scales, why? You know what? I'm actually curious if I could do this without messing up. I'm gonna steal Scales' question. Oh, wonderful, wonderful question. Can I even write this properly without messing up? 2, 3, 4. Ignoring those. 8, 3, 5, 4, 6, 2. Plus 2, 1, 8, 7, 3, 9. Wait. 3, 9. I need to match my awfulness. 8, 4, 6, 2. Oh god, they're not even. 1, 9, 8, 7. Take that. Actually, we'll take... Move, take this one. And line this one up. Now my awful lines are gonna make this so much better. Alright, let's try. 7 plus 2 is 9. 8 plus that is 4. Carry the 1, that's a 4. Carry the 1, that's a 7. And then 5. And then 4. Carry the 1. This is 5 plus 7. That's 3. Carry the 1. That's a 9. That's a 5. That's a boom. That's a 4. That's a boom. That's a 7. And then 7 plus 2 is 9. 8. 1, 2. Right? That should be... Right? What even number is this? 2, 3, 4. 21,897,457,457,457,457,457,457,449. Yeah. I got it. It just is really, really ugly. Really, really ugly. But I did it, and I somehow didn't mess it up. So I see, it's easy. English is not easy. That part, addition is easy. I can addition. Addition is additioning. That's, yeah. Addition is within my power. Melons, apparently I can't deal with melons. But I can add. I want to know how chatting with storytime turned into math, but we're here. We're here now. I don't remember anything about exponents. Yeah, I'm not touching exponents. She's the smartest. Metric system is dumb. Okay. Here, I can... Oh, God. No. Copy. I can take that bet. It's also from the Discord server. X to the second power minus 70x plus 201 equals 0. So, first things first, x2 minus 70x equals negative 201 because you're transferring it over the thing. X to the second power plus x equals 201 over 70. Because it'd be divided by negative 70, which cancels out the negatives. So it's going to be 201 over 70. I don't know what that is off the top of my head. But basically, because this is also... I'm going to cheat for a second. Do the calculator for 201 divided by 70. Because that's not something anyone would ever do in their mind. X to the second power plus x equals 2.8714, and that's as far as we're gonna go. And then we have to square root that. We also have to get rid of this. This x needs to go somewhere. Did I do this wrong? I feel like I'm second guessing myself. feel like I really did do this wrong. I know this step was probably this step was definitely correct. Well, the problem is because this would also be divided by -70. Go, chat, stop moving. Chat, stop moving. These questions have 2 results. Do they have 2 results? I don't remember. No, because you're supposed to get x plus x eventually. But to get x plus... Okay. What we're gonna do... is we'll go back to this point. In this same step... Oh no. We're going to minus... which is actually going to plus x over... This is why you don't do multiple steps. Minus 70x. So instead we're going to have nothing here. 201, or -201 plus 70x. What happens if you divide an x 1 over by x? I don't remember. Are you trolling her? I think that's I think that's just a genuine question that turned into a troll. Yeah, guys, I need to divide by the 70 and I also need to do the exponential power. What is the square root of 70? Not fun. All right, let me take this drink really quick. Spin, thank you. What is the correct answer? Dear God, okay. I went in super confident, and then this freaking -70x is throwing me over. As it really should, like... What is the correct... Just failing? I am failing. The problem is we can't... You need to isolate the x's, but you can't isolate the x's. X squared minus over 70 plus x. And then we figured this out was, I already forgot. 201 divided by 70. 2.8714. Math high sky. I'm failing at this math. Really, really miserably, actually. And then this is still negative. The problem is everything you do to this is just going to affect this. I'm just trying to figure out the x. I need to figure out x equals to what? And I don't think there's a way that you can purely isolate because there's... The two x factors started on the same end, didn't they? Maybe Plot is right. Because I don't think you can just isolate these x's. How do you get x squared down to x without... Oh, I see where I went wrong. Squared. Square root. Negative 70x. Whatever. That's... Wait, can you you can't square root a negative, can you? Can you square root a negative? Yeah. Okay. You plus 70x plus 201, because you just multiplied each one by -1. And then you square root of 201 plus, or whatever, just square root of 201 equals 14.17745. I'm gonna round up there. That's x plus whatever the square root of 70x is. Square root of 70. 8.3666. Wow. X. And then times that by the 14.17745. That would be x plus x. Wait. It needs to be divided by, what am I doing? That would also divide this one by... There's no way to... Wait, what am I doing? I do this. Now that these are the same, I can do... This is just 9.3666x equals to 14.17745. And then you divide each side by 9.3666. And then you have x equals 14.17745 divided by 9.3666. So x equals to 1.513617. Give or take a little bit because I rounded at some. So that is your answer. I eventually that's your answer, right? That's the answer. Surely is the answer posted here? Notebook I'm using right now. I got it. I got it. Uh-huh. I got it. Actually, this one, it's better. Screw you, I already answered. Doesn't change anything, I already answered. I don't know where to start. Did I get it wrong? What did I do wrong? Surely it's right, right? Knit 3? Do you know that? These equations? Huh? There you go. There you go. Hi. 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 Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Oh, there's 2 models on the screen. Let me just... There we go. Okay. You should have used... There's a whole formula... Screw the formulas. Okay. We don't need to talk about that. Yeah, you think I remember things? I don't even remember when I had to learn that. Stream, I want your live reaction. If I listen to this and Seer rapes me. Yeah, that was a headphone warning. Holy God. Oh, my ears. Holy. Just got the next stage of art back for your 2.0. Congratulations, Scales. Holy ear bleed. How about the other one? It's so bad. It's so bad. I was literally about to throw up when I freaking burped that. No. Oh, God. We had enough. We had enough. We had enough. Wait, you know what we need? Wait. We're going back. Here. Back to math lessons. You know what you need? Not math. First thing with math lessons is you never pay attention to math. Instead, you have your piece of paper. And on a piece of paper, there's this wonderful little, like, margin that has the 3 holes, right? And in that margin, so, like, you have your piece of paper over here, right? Best part of math class is going into the margin and then having fun. So you know what you need? You doodle in the corner, in the margin of your paper. And then when you do that, you end up with wonderful, wonderful things. And then, like, you know, they're totally not related to, like, anything. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. And they always look really janky, because, you know, it's in the corner of the paper, so you never, like, try and make it look fantastic. But then it's just there, you know? And then sometimes they bleed over into the corner of the paper, and, like, that's the best part of that. Like, you know? That's just the best part of class. So then you go through, and then the entirety of your paper is just random doodles. I will say, the most common thing I used to draw, especially in middle school, and it's actually saved my grade a few times because I forget to put my paper on it, is I draw these really janky dragons. So, like, literally, you'd start with the top of the head, right? And then you'd give it, like, this weird little beak thing. And then I was never good enough to make them, like, stand. So you'd give them, like, this curvature back. And then right when the back connects, you would give them, like, a non-accurate wings. Like, literally did not make any sort of sense atomically. But it'd have wings. And, like, you gotta acknowledge the paper. So when you have your wing, and then it'd come down, and, like, obviously be cut off by the paper, and the wing would always perfectly cover where there was supposed to be a hind leg. So then you'd have your wing, right? Then this part would connect like that. It'd be a really, like, wormy kind of dragon thing. And then you'd give him an eye. And then, quite literally, then you'd add the details. So, like, the tail would normally come over. And, like, the most common thing was, like, you just put spikes on it. Right? Put the, whatever the hell you'd call that. And you get to the end, and, like, sometimes you'd have, like, fluffy tail. Sometimes you'd have spiked tail. They all kind of look the same. And then sometimes you'd, like, get really fancy. You give it, like, a fluffy mane or something. Like, there was stuff you could do. And then sometimes these would, like, have frills on them, with the little horn things. Like, no matter what you did, it was always something. And then you'd finish off the tail. And then, like, there was just these kinds of dragon-looking wormy things everywhere. And then you'd go, and then sometimes if you got really, like, desperate and you ran out of space in this section, you'd, like, go into the corners of the pages where you weren't using it. So then with the exact same start, you do the weird thingy. And if you really were feeling desperate, you'd, like, make the back flat. And then you'd have a wing. I'm gonna go off the page a little. That would, like, come down and go back up. Non-anatomically correct wing. That would go like this. Going off the page here for, like, simplicity's sake, like, what to expect, right? And then they all had the exact same eye on them. Like, exact same. One without that part. And then same piece, you'd, like... I guess back then, it was more of, like, there was, like, the the chest scales. And the tail would come over. And then, like, that's math lesson 2.0. They always had the exact same weird, like, non-mouth beak thing. The exact same eye. Literally, I have hundreds of these stupid doodles. Never finished a full grade of high school? Oh, squirmy worm. No. We're not going back into this invoice. But that's math lessons. It's math lessons in a nutshell. That's why I don't remember 90% of what I should have learned in math. That and 2 plus 2 equals fish. Just say that's what that means, because then you go like that, right? And that add an I, that's a fish. 2 plus 2 equals fish. That's what math learns. Anyway, there's my math. You didn't learn 2 plus 2 equals fish until... Wow, that was middle school. Middle school everything was 2 plus 2 equals fish. Okay, before I forget and run into issues, let me put my HDMI cable back on my Switch. Not that we're like playing that anytime soon, but it won't charge unless it's on the HDMI cable. Here we go. Oh, there we go. There we go. Back on. Okay. I'm gonna spit out this gum and drop that on the floor. Oh well. Here we go. Okay. For a water park, personal thing. What? Or are you telling us we're but Foggy? I never said we were done. See, I have Black Sapphire. Why would I ever need to be done? I keep an eye on my tabs, but we're not learning. We're not leaving yet. We're not done yet. Are you telling me I need to finish up, Foggy? It's only been 2.5 hours. Just keep my eye. I want to see VR. I mean, you said it's pick 4. Okay, pick 1. I guess we go pick 1. We go pick 1. Chatting. Go pick 1. We go pick 1. Okay. We can go pick 1. Whatever. Number 4. Anyway. Go noise while you listen to you chat. Thank you. Thank you, Foggy. All you needed? Fantastic. Should I take a third piece? I should probably not take a... You know what I really want? I really want a Twinkie right now. Can I... Would it be wrong to go and grab it? I want a Twinkie. I am craving a Twinkie. Can I... I'm gonna get a Twinkie. 1 second. I want a Twinkie. We got them recently. I shouldn't have more than 2 of those bites of gum. Yeah. I'm gonna have a Twinkie. 1 second. Oh my god, Scales, you don't know the wonders of peak American bad food? Oh, okay. Here, for everyone to understand. Oh my god, for those who don't know what a Twinkie is, they're little, really bad for you vanilla thing. Holy big Twinkie picture. This is a Twinkie. They're little like vanilla cakes with really cheap cream filling inside. It's like whipped cream almost on the inside. This is a Twinkie. They never look this good. This is the Twinkie. It's like this is peak American food, right? If you've never had it, like they are really, really good. Here, can I take this picture without you guys seeing how dusty my keyboard is? Here, I put the Twinkie on the floor. 1 second. Okay. I have my Twinkie picture. Let me upload this to myself and then put it on stream for you all to see what the Twinkie actually looks like. Memo, don't say ew. See, even the ones who know what a Twinkie is have very mixed reactions. Either you love Twinkies or you absolutely hate them. There is, No in between. Okay. So that's the promotional picture of a Twinkie. The actual picture of a Twinkie within its packaging looks like this. This. Here is your actual picture of a Twinkie. It's not far off. It's just, this is the picture of my Twinkie. That sounds so wrong. Here guys, look at my Twinkie. Alright, I'm gonna eat my freaking Twinkie, please, little Twinkie. I really want it. I haven't had Twinkies in so long. The only reason I even got a package of Twinkies is just because there was some, like, I don't even know what kind, like, I went to the World Market, and they had, in their food section, it's always fun, and they had these things that looked like Twinkies, but they were kind of rolls instead of, like, the cream being in the middle. They were so bad. Like, they weren't bad, they were edible, but I ate one, and every time I ate one, I'm like, I just want a real Twinkie. Can I have a real Twinkie? You know what? No. I'm gonna have this picture up as long as I'm eating this Twinkie. Actually, and the best part is, they're kind of like a little moist on the inside, like the packaging. So the breading sticks to the plastic at the bottom. So then you can like lick the breading off of the plastic at the very end. So then you get more Twinkie for your buck. Oh! I'm not a Twinkie, guys. I promise I'm not a Twinkie. I'm not a Twinkie. A Twinkie maker? There's a Twinkie maker? Oh my god, wait, can I make my own Twinkies? Twinkie maker. Hostess Twinkie maker. My god, it's a pan. The thing is, it probably never tastes like a Twinkie. Like, it's a twinkle effect, maybe? No! I'm like eating my Twinkie in little nibbles because like I should never eat more than one Twinkie a day. I shouldn't even eat one Twinkie a day, but I have 10 Twinkies to get through before September 22nd, and I think I want to do that. I've already had 3. We got this box 3 days ago. I love these Twinkies. Oh my god. Okay, this is the best decision I made so far. Was to go and grab this Twinkie. Never lick it, you just threw it. Why would you throw the Twinkie? I mean, I never lick the Twinkie itself. Now, the breading off of it, I love vanilla. I hate chocolate. So, like, this is, like, up my alley. I love vanilla. Check media channel. It's in the media channel. Should I be scared? Did you turn me into a Twinkie? No, don't beware of the Twinkie. The Twinkie may make you bald, but the Twinkie is a Twinkie. Either really good or really bad, I don't know, but it's very 50-50. Every single Twinkie I've ever had tastes exactly the same. If you feel like you want a Twinkie, the Twinkie will be the best thing in the world. Even if you don't, it's like eating a McDonald's hamburger. You know what to expect. It's always going to be exactly the same, minus a few, like, random little onions, but it's exactly the same. Will I ever eat Twinkies at blood drive, so my demolition of my 5+ Twinkies is justified? So welcome and diet. That's fair. Normally I eat them a lot faster, but I'm savoring my freaking Twinkie right now. This thing makes me happy. And the thing is, like, I haven't had a Twinkie apart from, like, obviously this box of Twinkies, I've had them very recently. But before this, what? I haven't had a Twinkie in a long time. I love them. You untwinkie the Twinkie? You mean just make it into cream? That'd be gross. Are Twinkies good? Yes, no, I don't know. If you've never had a Twinkie, don't vote on it. I love McDonald's purely for a Big Mac. I need to see what's for dinner. I feel like just being super unhealthy today. So I had leftover fajitas for lunch. AKA fajitas in my... The answer is yes, I hate clipboards. I had leftover fajitas, which in my eyes, leftover fajitas, I never eat the chicken for the fajitas. I just have the sauteed onions that are made for the fajitas. So it's a pile of sauteed onions on a flour tortilla with some lettuce, some shredded Mexican cheese, and some salsa. I had 2 of those in burrito-sized shells as my lunch. Not very healthy. I then had 2 pieces of caffeine gum, now a Twinkie, and I'm kind of tempted just to go fully unhealthy and eat a Big Mac for dinner. Haven't had a Milka Tender Milk, which is very yummy. What is a Milka Tender Milk? Milka Tender... I'm trying to type with one hand. Milk. Okay. The knockoff Twinkie I had, it looked like that. Okay, I took a picture of these. Jingle Jingle, I don't want Jingle Jingle, no. No Jingle Jangle. I also see what you guys are voting for the Twinkie poll. Majority don't know. No, only one person said no. Alright, let me take a picture, because I don't actually remember. Let me find the picture. What this thing was called. It was so gross. Like, it was edible, but compared to a Twinkie, it was gross. Okay, button, screenshot, take that, and, like, visually, it also did not look very good. So, this is the thing that made me want to get Twinkies. Like, you look at that picture, you're like, oh, that looks pretty good. This also looks very similar to what, Pot is talking about. This, though, they were fine. It was at the World Market. I don't know, normally the stuff they have there is, like, weird, but also, like, weirdly good for the most part. Passed out. Congratulations, Daya. You got sleep. But that was the package, and it was fine. Like, that looked good. I'm like, I think because I was craving a Twinkie, I'm like, that looks like a Twinkie. Thing is, once you open the package, it looked like that. Like, and it was, like, really thin rolls. There was no cream in it at all. As this is going to be a video, too, by the way, because I was severely disappointed. But just, and it had this really awful vanilla taste. Like, it would kind of taste like a Twinkie on first bite, and then whatever vanilla they had this rancid aftertaste. Just, it wasn't good. The scam, right? The lack of cream? What's a scam? If it means something else, I don't know. I still need to finish my Twinkie. Give me a second. I'd eat it. I mean, it was fine. It was fine. It was definitely fine. It was edible. I've had worse. I have put worse, like, pastries in my mouth. Like, I finished the whole package of them because no one else in my household was gonna eat it. But damn, it was not great. Get the breading. Alright, we're good. No, like, it was fine. It looked fine, but generic Twinkies, I don't care if they run healthier. They taste so much better. Like, literally every time I ate one of those rolls, I had like 8 of them. I'm like, this is fine, but a Twinkie would be better. So, like, I don't know. It was fine. It was okay. It was something, but now I have this. I had a cookie with, like, bubblegum jam inside. That sounds like it could either be the best thing in the world or, like, really gross. You know, after eating this, I don't know. The chair short got you 225. And now you know the secret. My secret to success with Skylanders, your secret is chairs. Chairs are more universal, you know? Chairs. Chairs. Get the chairs. More chairs. All the chairs. Make a joke short about the chairs. Show your chair. Make an edit with your chair. Chair. Chairs. I know I made videos about chairs, but clearly your chair's superior. Let me see. I'm sad. I'm also out of salami. So the one thing about me is after I eat something super sweet, like a Twinkie, my brain immediately goes, I want protein. Give me protein. Can I have protein, please? And I normally my go-to is get some pieces of salami and eat them. But the problem is all we have is really big pepperonis. And it's not as good. It's not as good of a cleanser. But still, I need to go. And I need some kind of meat. Because now My brain is yelling at me like, you need protein, you need protein. Give me one more second. I'm gonna go grab some salami or pepperoni or whatever the hell's in the fridge, and I will be back with that, and that'll only take a second. Guys, the salami magically spawned in the fridge. Thank you, magical shopping fairy. It's so much better than the pepperoni. Oh my god, it's so much better. Oh, I love my salami. I love my salami. I love these stupid salami slices. This makes me so happy, damn it. And they're well sliced. Give me a second to shovel this into my mouth. Because, oh my god. You don't understand the pleasant surprise when I looked in the freaking meat drawer and there was just the bag of shredded salami. Like, I was fully expecting really bad pepperoni. No. I had leftover fajitas. Did you miss that conversation, Foggy? If someone who steals your salami, where do you normally go? Oh, what? Considering no one's dumb enough to steal my salami, I don't know. If someone did, they would be in for a world of hurt. Nom, 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 nom. Oh my god, it's... I love this salami. I only have 2 pieces left now, but... Survey just ended. It says someone just steal it. If it was not my family, and it was like a friend that came over, and they... Okay, if the bag was mostly full, and they took a moderate size, like a normal serving of salami, I would not do anything. Because then it would not be stealing, it's in the fridge. The fridge is public access. If it was someone, and they took the majority, or the last bit of it, punch straight to the face. Even if it was a friend, if it was anyone who was not my parents, brutality would be the answer. Just so you know. Dino, you're not gonna make it out. You're not gonna make it out. Not without at least a pinch. You know, something's gonna go. Something's gonna go wrong. Let me, better watch out. You sneak into my house and steal my salami. It's not gonna be good. Not gonna be good at all. Although I will say the only thing that I think I'd be more protective about, only because it's limited on when it can show up, is turkey log. Now there's this thing called turkey log, which is really sweet. Like, I don't even know. I'm gonna call it freaking like meat logs, but I don't know how else to describe it. Turkey log. What is it Hickory Farms? I don't think it's Hickory Farms. Yeah, okay, it is Hickory Farms. Turkey summer sausage. It only comes around at Christmas. I've yet to find it. Oh god, that is another really big picture. This stuff, it is my Christmas heaven. Ever since they discontinued the soy eggnog that I used to get at Walmart, this is fun. Gonna go now. See you, Paula. Thank you for coming by. This stuff, You touch my turkey summer sausage, I don't care if you're a friend, if you're family, if you're some... Well, I know my family, only my mom will eat it. And she's the one that buys it. So, like, I don't need to worry about my dad eating it because he hates this stuff. It's super sweet and, like... Oh, it's so freaking good. And it only comes around, like... You can only get it from maybe September to December. That's the only time I can ever find it. And normally it's at malls. And normally it's, like, $17 or $7, $10. It's really expensive per log. It's only at, like, the Hickory Farms little stall in the mall. Just don't steal my turkey summer sausage. Like, normally I only eat, like, 3 a year. But when I do, oh, it's, like, the best freaking thing. If I could find a way to get this cheaply any time of year. It's expensive. Okay, wait. Turkey summer sausage. If I were to order it online right now, it is $15 a log. And they are not big. Is items in stock? Where is this in stock? No, I don't want that coupon. Okay. Okay. Oh, never mind. It's a 2-pack. It is a 2-pack. Normally in person, it's not a 2-pack. If I want a 2-pack, it's like $8 a log. And... Okay. Question. If I add this to my cart, and then I view my cart, and then I... How do I figure out how much tax shipping is? Go to checkout. Checkout as guest. How much is shipping? $5 in shipping? If I want, it's $10 each. It's $10 each if I want 2 turkey logs. I have to wait till Christmas. It's like, they're really expensive. So in other words, steal my salami, you'll make it out alive. Steal my turkey summer sausage and you're not, if I offer you turkey summer sausage, I don't care. It's because I have another one and you're free to try it. You're free to have as much as you want. If you say it sucks and then you keep eating it, I will smite you. But if you say you like it and you want to keep eating it, I don't care because I offered it to you. If you just take it out of the fridge and eat all of my turkey summer sausage, you're dead. It's really not that bad. Can you have 29 slices? There isn't even 29 slices in a log. If you're lucky, you can get like maybe 15 out of a log. And that's like pretty thin slices. Okay, maybe you can get more. What? It's just no. Be able to breathe fire, something else? I don't know of any such skills that I possess, but I may not have learned yet, you know? I don't know what element I am, but I don't think it is fire. I would say it's either light or air, and I don't think I don't think air breath is very important, because I think anyone could technically do that. They just go, and then they got the air breath. Anyway, let me take my picture of turkey summer sausage away from you guys. No one needs to see my picture of turkey summer sausage. I love my turkey summer sausage. Everyone must understand my turkey summer sausage love. Air breath attack. Wow. It's kind of just like in Fairy Tail. There's the freaking dragon slayers, right? And their whole thing is they eat whatever element their dragon taught them with. And like, Natsu's like, I can eat fire. Gajiel's like, I can eat steel. And then there's freaking Wendy and she's like, I eat air. Literally, she just breathes in and that's all she needs to do. Freaking Natsu and Gajiel can be cool and she's like, okay, I'm full. Can't breathe fire? I can't breathe. I don't think I can breathe fire either. Now, like, there's other stuff. I'm sure there's something. I just haven't learned yet. Eat spicy food though? I can't eat spicy food. I can't. It's not within my power. Air breathing. Dear God. Why is that a clip, Foggy? Why is that a clip? Taking gigabytes of Switch 2. You have no storage because of it. Oh boy. I'm glad that my Switch 2 still has storage. If it didn't, I'd be sad. Fire's lame, bad element. Why do you dislike fire? fire's cooler than air. So the way you spoke your little blah at the end. Okay, whatever. Whatever. What's the weather today in California? You know what? Let me look it up. What is the weather at Disneyland? Because that's the best I want to do. Disneyland Park in Anaheim. We have 88 degrees Fahrenheit currently. What is that in Celsius for you Celsius users? 31 degrees Celsius. 43% humidity, 9-mile-an-hour winds. And it's sunny. No clouds in the sky. That's what it is. Now, what's the weather here? Las Vegas Valley weather. Here in the Vegas Valley, it is a wonderful 111 degrees Fahrenheit. In Celsius, that would be 44 degrees Celsius. It's 12% humidity with 7-mile-an-hour gusts. The low tonight is 89 degrees Fahrenheit, and our high is 112. We're under an excessive heat warning for the previous hour, and last week we were up to 118 degrees. Have fun. No, it's just Vegas. It's just Vegas. It's warm outside. Ice is cool. Is ice cool? Ice is cold. Ice peoples are cold. Your low isn't even your high. I mean, you have humidity. It's currently 74 where you live. I mean, I will say, I think 90 degrees with high wait, what is it in Florida? What's Florida living with right now? Florida weather. What's like Central Florida weather? What is Central Florida? Central Florida weather. Central Florida, 78 degrees Fahrenheit with 87 degrees humidity. Or 87% humidity. And thunderstorms. Oh boy. I would argue Florida is worse. Wait, what's Arizona? What's like Phoenix? Or Phoenix, Arizona weather? Phoenix, Arizona is very similar to us, maxing out, or currently at and peaking at 111 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 44 degrees Celsius, 17% humidity, and a low of 89. Arizona and I are best friends, you know? Hi, Daya. If you use it wrong, you have enough imagination, you can make freeze forever, Demeter. Nah. Who wants that? What's fun of frozen people? When you can have burned people, because burning things is like cooking things, and that means you imagine not having to worry about learning how to start fires if you want to survive in the wild or go camping. You just kind of go, and then like it pops out of your mouth, and then you're good. Ice dragon, but sure you can preserve your food, but you can't cook your food. And if your ice is too strong, your preserved food is just ice, and then you can't eat it because it's frozen solid. Been mentioned, gotta run. You're fine. I'm just trying to think of places that are really Texas weather. Central Texas weather. That's actually not that bad. Actually, where did I go? I went to Dallas. Texas, or it's Fort Worth actually. Fort Worth weather. Fort Worth, Texas, 97 degrees Fahrenheit, 37 degrees humidity, high of 101, and 79 is the low. Texas sucked. Texas felt like it had to be higher humidity when I was there. I hate the humidity. It feels like walking through peanut butter. Try Lubbock. What is Lubbock? Lubbock weather. 97 degrees Fahrenheit, 22 degrees Fahrenheit, or 97 degrees Fahrenheit, 22% humidity, 9-mile-an-hour winds. A low of 72. I don't know, that's, Fahrenheit versus, oh, Celsius, 36 degrees Celsius. The humidity sucks. The humidity definitely sucks. That's the worst. I would say that's probably about even to here. Only because you're never gonna dry. Especially, like, Florida, I think Florida had it worse, but they're also raining there, so, like, you're already wet anyway, so whatever. It's just stream. Don't want to get a league ad. Did you actually get a league ad? When is the freezing point in Celsius? 0! Right? Right? Freezing's at 0? Not 32. Right? I do understand. I do understand. I do understand. It's negative 40 Celsius in Fahrenheit. Negative 100. I don't know. Negative 40 in F. It's Google's saying that negative 40 degrees Celsius is negative 40 Fahrenheit. I don't know. But why was 44 Celsius 111 degrees? I don't understand. It's the magic of negative 40. Why is it the same? I don't understand. You want humidity? Go to Washington, D.C. area, walking through a pool of your own sweat there. I feel like anything, like pretty much everything on the East Coast is just sweat and water and wet and peanut butter. Like, no thank you. I'm good. I don't need that. I'm fine without that. Kelvin is also a temperature measurement only found in math and papers and science stuff. So in other words, they're special and they need feet. Because, you know, they should measure temperature in feet. Then you could say, it really sucks out here. It's too many feet. It's too high in feet. Too many feet. You know? I feel like we should make the petition to change the temperature measurement and make it like global, that temperature is measured in feet. Or actually, because feet is a distance, we should measure it in hands. It should be, wow, it's really hot out here. It's 111 hands. I can't believe this. And you're like, do you want to walk 111, or do you want to walk 100 feet in 111 hands? No, thank you. That would be so amazing. That'd be so amazing. Guys, we need to get this. We need to get this. You more than a true American? No. And then, like, metric system for the win. I'm good. I'm good. Hamburger. Did you know, guys? Everything is a hamburger. Anything you can imagine, it can be chalked up to a hamburger, because what is a hamburger? A hamburger is at its core some buns and a piece of meat. However, that piece of meat can be a few things, because normally it's like a beef patty. Normally hamburgers are with beef patties, but a lot of people in a lot of regions call chicken patties on a bun a hamburger. But you know, there's a lot of things that you can also have with that, because veggie burgers are just hamburgers at deep down. So anything in between two pieces of bread can be basically a hamburger, whether that's vegetables or meat, and basically anything. I've also heard people call fish sandwiches like burgers, so you know, basically anything in between two pieces of bread is meat. But wait, there's also lettuce wrapped burgers. So really anything between either a vegetable, which is lettuce, or bread can be a burger. There's also, you know, people that put burgers in bowls, so you really don't need anything around it. So basically anything can be a burger. So like when you have a hot dog, that's a piece of meat between between bread, you know? So, and you can make that piece of bread two breads, and really it doesn't need to be multiple, because some people call pita bread sandwiches. So, you know, a hamburger or a hot dog's a sandwich. And, you know, tortillas are made with flour, and bread's also made with flour. So, you know, I would say tacos are types of burgers. If you really get into it, a salad's a burger, because there's lettuce surrounding, you know, lettuce, and lettuce isn't, you know, around they're all vegetables. So salads are burgers. And then if you really go into it, soup's a burger, because you have all the components of a burger, so may as well just call it a burger. And if you keep on going, the ocean is a burger. You know why the ocean's a burger? Because it has all the components. So we're good. Failed the ban? Of course I did. Of course I did. Take your points. I'm not stopping my burger logic, because I wasn't reading chat. Ocean is a soup. But you know what a soup is? A burger. Because everything is a burger. Burger logic, air. What? It's the same logic as the soup, aka the ocean. Because the air encompasses all, there's cows. Cows breathe air. Cows have air in them. Cows also, you know, they have some grass in them. You put a cow next to a piece of bread, technically the bread and the lettuce and the vegetables and like anything you could possibly want is already in the air, therefore the air is the bread and the bread is the sandwich. And sandwiches are a type of burger, so you know, the air is a burger. The methane isn't important here. If you want the methane to be a burger, I could make the methane a burger too, but that's really up to you. Burger logic? Exactly! No, just air, nothing in it. Well, I mean, it's edible. Burgers are edible. You could eat air. Air is edible. There you go. If it's edible, it's a burger. Unless it's a living human, then it's not a burger, but... Memo! According to Memo, I need to say the following words. I hate burgers, I hate burger, I hate burgers, I hate burgers. There you go. Burger equals chicken. A chicken burger is better than chicken sandwich. You know? You know? I think that's fine. What about ice? Well, ice is water. Water comes from the ocean in a grand circle of water. And we already know that the ocean is a burger, therefore water is a burger in of itself. There you go. That's what, yeah. That's your answer. That's your answer to burger logic with water. So, okay. I think we can all just agree that everything is a burger. And you just gotta believe. I could also go the same route as the edible part. What about fire? Well, fire is the opposite of water, and water's already a burger, so the opposite of a burger is just a burger because everything's a burger. Fire also eats oxygen, therefore oxygen eats burgers, therefore burgers are edible, then edibles are burgers, and oxygen's already edible, so you know, fire is burgers. You're welcome. There's no context for that clip. There should be context. About sharks? A shark is just... well, I mean, when a shark is dead, then the shark is meat, and meat is burgers, so there you go. About lightning? Lightning is energy that's found in the sky, and energy is used to make everything in the sky is full of water and oxygen and water, you know, they create burger. We already have been over that both of those things are burgers, therefore lightning is just a spice to the burger. It's just a spicy burger, so there you go. After dinner, she came back, whoa, didn't get any better at math? No, we don't need to talk about that. We're talking burger logic. Burger logic. A few years ago, we don't talk. Yeah, see, Dino, everything's a burger. Everything's a burger, and if you don't understand my burger logic, skill issue. Just so you know, gotta get on my level. You gotta understand the wonderful comprehension of my brain. It's beautiful. It's all you could ever need. You see? Everything is a burger. I'm glad I was able to enlighten you, Dino. Wait, what's in you? Well, currently living things are not burgers. If you're living, that is the only thing that is not a burger. Technically, a living tree is also not a burger by that logic. However, once it dies, unless you're human, then it's a burger. I do not condone cannibalism. Cannibalistic burgers are not what I'm after. No. 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 Anything else, though, that is not illegal to eat is a burger. Hi, Togi. Hi. We're talking about burger logic right now. Scales. I think that's a good time to leave. I think that's a fantastic time to leave. See ya, Scales. Thank you for coming by. No, we do not, Sky. We do not support that. That is not what we support. That is... this conversation again. Yeah, we haven't actually had this conversation in a long time. We finalize this? Yeah, everything's a burger. Explain. to me what is a nothing burger. A nothing burger is the combination of nothing, aka that's mainly just a phrase of speech because everything's a burger. So, you know, figure of speech. It's just like saying I'm short. That's also a figure of speech that's not true. Therefore, nothing burgers don't exist unless you're crazy and you think those words sound cool together. So therefore, a nothing burger is a burger that exists in Foggy's imagination. There you go. That's my logic. That makes sense, right? Everything is a sandwich, but not everything is a burger. No. Everything is a burger because sandwiches are burgers and sandwiches condone all burgers. Congratulations. No, every sandwich is a burger. I will admit every sandwich is a burger and every burger is a sandwich. It's not it's a square and rectangle situation. Everything. Your therapist have a lot to hear. I hope your therapist can comprehend the wonders of burger logic. Hopefully it doesn't cause you any pain, although I can see that understanding my mental prowess. That's not how sentences work. Actually, you know, it's pretty hard to do. And I just know. Hamburger's named after Hamburg. Hammerberg. I don't care about Mr. Hammerberg. I want my hamburgers. Let me take that drink really quick. Thank you, Daya. Okay. We don't stone the non-believers. We are a peaceful society of burger believers. We don't stone those. We do not cause issues. We do not make unnecessary enemies. We just spread happiness in the word of burgers, you know? Overly violent? Well, yes. Oh, goddamn, I did forget to see Sip Sip. Okay. Sip Sip and thank you. Very peak meme. God. But I think that's it for the burger logic. We be kind, we be respectful, we have burger. And when we have burger, we have fun. That said, I think that's gonna be it for today's stream. End it all now. I was gonna end it anyway, Foggy. Unless you meant like more, don't do that. But I think that's the end of today's stream. No drone defense. Trust me, I will check out Drone Defense 2. I will check out Drone Defense 2. At the moment, though, I need to go to the bathroom. No. Yeah, that Twinkie's out to get me. I really don't know. But that being said, damn, the chatting ended. Golf. We're going golf. Golf is fun. Okay. That said, thank you all for coming to today's stream. Tomorrow we will be playing King of the Castle, so if you're interested in trying to ruin my not a tyrancy, please stop by tomorrow. That stream is also limited to like 3 hours, for 3 or 4 hours, so just beware. It will probably be about the same length as today. And then after tomorrow, we will have the start of the Civathon. Now the Civathon, again, will be running much more frequent streams until the timer is up. It will also have a whole bunch of perks. If you're interested in seeing those, check out the Discord server. That said, thank you all for coming, and yeah, thank you for chatting. I'm sorry I'm bad at math. Thank you for listening to Burger Logic, and I'll see you next time.